one town, there is a custom that no matter how important things are, men don't stay awake after 20 hours. Because after that time, an extremely scary ghost Giselle lady with long hair, a dark face, and a transparent body suspended in the air will wander through every nook and cranny in search of men. Ghost Giselle read a poem in a scary Ghost Giselle voice. Oh, spirits who sleep in the bodies, hear my summon. You are all ready. Don't pretend. Stay quiet or flee. Now it's time. Let's groan and flee. This young couple, Ethan and Amy, came from another town. Being prohibited by their families, they decided to flee together.
So listen to my advice, young couple. The darkness is close. If you want to live, go find a safe place.
Unexpectedly, the people in this town are that superstitious. You don't believe that either, do you, Amy? Amy?
Hey, Ethan.
Huh? What? You didn't answer all of a sudden, making me...
Ethan! What's wrong with you? Ethan! Answer me! Ethan could not have guessed. That voice was not his lover's. It belonged to a ghost Giselle. Are you a ghost Giselle? You absorbed Ethan's soul? At this moment, Amy's anxiety, strength and love dissipated her fear. She wept and knelt and begged the ghost Giselle to let go of her boyfriend. I accept any deal for bring Ethan back, even by my soul or body. Well, a amorous girl again. When I was alive, I was so stupid like that. When I was alive, I also had a name. What was it again? Ah, Giselle. Because of poverty, I was sold to a noble family to impose our debts. That family is very wicked, often exiling me in lashes. Once, fetching water from the nearby river, I met Liam, the hunter from another town.
Sorry to startle you.
We hit the thunder of love, fast to love each other. Liam even said he'd take out everything he had to redeem me. I thought that love was forever. But the nobles were extremely greedy, took Liam's huge money, and then dared to double taunt. They want me to marry another old kinship. There was no other way. I and Liam decided to meet and run away in the night. I came to the rendezvous point, waited and waited forever, but he didn't come. The only thing that welcomes me is the rich man who brings his slaves and make me go home.
Stupid girl. Come back to me. The man you've been waiting for won't come. He took my money to show me this place. Come on, you poor girl. I have found you a good marriage, and when you marry him, you will never worry about food or clothes again.
With anger and fear, I decided to end my life. Since then, I've turned into a ghost Giselle, pretending to suck men's souls from day to day. Spirits can't escape until there's no such thing as a resentment. The only way I can fall is to take revenge on the man who betrayed me. Then you have to go get revenge on the right people. Why harm innocent people? I'd love to, but it is very difficult because the ghost Giselle in the Sissipate. At the same time, the silver trader Liam's town has an anti-spooky world. Without a complete body, I can't go with. I can give the soul back to your lover on one condition. Really? I agree. You are a fool that agree immediately when you don't even know the conditions. I won't hurt you. You just need to lend me your body to avenge the treacherous. Alright, I agree. As long as you don't use my body for other evil purpose. As in the Covenant, the ghost Giselle returned the soul to Ethan and borrowed Amy's body. She brought Ethan to her old boyfriend's village. Along the way, Giselle realized Ethan was a nice and warm guy. You've already known the one inside this body is me, but why are you still so considerate?
Don't think too much. I just don't want her body to get hurt.
At night, they met the wolves. For protecting Giselle, Ethan was seriously injured. The ghostess began to have feelings. She thought it was love, and gradually had the thought of making Ethan her own man. What if I kept living in Amy's body? Will you love me too?
Forget about it. Love is compensated by memories, not just by the same appearance.
They got back to the town and met a night hunter. Then they went on to ask for what had happened.
I just got back to town. I don't know. Liam. This name is quite familiar. Looks like he's been passed away for a long time.
It can't be. I don't believe it. If I can't finish him myself, I'm still a ghostess. How can I leave this world without solving my resentment? I can't accept this. If it's no salvation for me, I'm going to use Amy to get your soul to forever beside me. In front of them was a deep edge that no one can see the bottom. And if Ethan fell down, he would be gone forever. The ghostess Giselle in Amy's body approached the man. Taking advantage of the moment Ethan didn't notice, she intended on pushing him downward. But right at the moment when her hands touched him, Amy's soul inside her body suddenly awakened. No! Ethan, run! The ghostess was more powerful than Amy herself. She continued to storm towards Ethan. Amy did not want herself to take her lover's life, of course. However, if she kept hesitating until the ghostess completely took over her body, she would most likely hurt him. So Amy decided to sacrifice herself and jumped into the abyss.
No! Amy, no!
Amy! Don't believe in men's love, which can disappear in just a blink of an eye. I'm a victim of that vanity of love myself. No, we are not the same. You got hurt by a bad person, but you can't impose that thoughts on any others. I will absolutely not become another you. Get hurt and try to hurt innocent people. The ghostess still controlled Amy's body and tried to pull the man down. Ethan, let it go. Please, let me go. Don't hurt yourself anymore.
No, I'd rather die than let you go.
Maybe if someone had to go, it would be me. Your love is beautiful. I don't like you as much as I thought. It's just an admiration for the way you love her. The ghostess Giselle also no longer felt the meaning of existence. She decided to leave Amy's body, spared her for the rest of her life. The dawn began to rise. The light shone down. Giselle's soul slowly dissipated. Thank you, Amy. Thank you, Ethan. Thanks to both of you, I've learned a lot. The real reason I can't get salvation is because I've taken the souls of so many men and put the girls in an unfortunate situation like me. Even if my vengeance on Liam was successfully, the fact that I am no longer belong to this world, it is impossible for me to be happy. Meanwhile, if I'd given up and chose to reincarnate, the ghostess Giselle then completely vanished and left behind a necklace with the left half of the heart. At this moment, a man from the village appeared.
Are you looking for Liam, my brother?
So this is Liam's brother. Liam really did not abandon Giselle as the lie from the evil rich man's words. On the way to meet Giselle, he was severely beaten by that rich man. When Liam knew that the bad things was about to come, he ran back to the village and called for help. But in the very end, Liam couldn't take it any longer. It was too painful facing the death of his brother. He did not leave immediately. By the time he remembered his brother's final words, the Lady Giselle was already followed his brother's steps. The brother sadly handed out a special necklace that his brother left behind, which was the right half of the heart, the love token of the Giselle and Liam. The necklace suddenly glowed, which made Liam and Giselle's soul appear, choking and embracing each other. I sincerely wish you both happiness and absolute happy to continue to spread faith and true love to this world. At the very end, Giselle and Liam clenched hands together and happily leave.
Do you know that our world always exists parallel to the world of magical wizards? Each wizard, upon entering the academy, would be challenged by summoning a magical creature, the unicorn. Their status and magical abilities would correspond to this creature. Being admitted to the Unicorn Academy was undoubtedly the greatest honor in one's lifetime. However, apart from the purebred wizard families, only a few exceptional commoners had the privilege. In Ella's village, everyone believed that her talented older sister would be one of the rare few to study at the Unicorn Academy this year. Ella was no less skilled than other ordinary girls, even a bit more. But when compared to her sister, the difference was immense. Despite feeling self-pity, Ella never resented her sister. In fact, she admired and was proud of her.
Sister, with your talent, you'll surely receive an invitation to the Unicorn Academy this year. If that's true, I'll send you many letters about the Academy. You promise, right? When the time comes, don't get so engrossed in studying that you forget about me.
However, in the end, not only Ella or her sister, but also all the villagers were astonished when Ella was the one invited to join the academy, not her sister. The shock and disappointment prevented her sister from talking to Ella until the day she started her studies. Ella entered the Unicorn Academy with a heavy heart, mixed with a hint of anxiety. Her worry and confusion grew as the magical classification ceremony went on. The elemental unicorns appeared one by one, filling the air with wondrous magic. Each student who successfully summoned a magical creature would have a corresponding horn appear on their head, reflecting their elemental affinity. Especially the radiant unicorn created by Selena, a purebred wizard. There was no doubt that this unicorn would be the highest ranked one at the ceremony today. Ella was the last to summon her creature, and she was anxious and frightened when nothing seemed to happen. People were tired after the long ceremony, and their patience was wearing thin. If nothing happened, Ella would have to pack her things and return to her previous life. She remembered hurtful comparisons people had made.
What's going on? Is there any mistake? Or did Ella cheat to steal her sister's spot?
I do have feelings, you know. Please, anything, just let the unicorn appear.
Her plea seemed to be heard by the heavens. From the sky, an object plummeted down at a terrifying speed, causing a commotion in the ceremony.
Oh my goodness! It's the rainbow unicorn?
It's the unicorn. with the most notable power.
What? It doesn't even have the horn yet. Even Ella, she didn't grow an extra horn.
It's because Ella's unicorn is injured. Everything will be fine in a couple of weeks.
In the following days, Ella received a different kind of attention than usual. Even Celia, who didn't like Ella, put on a friendly face and invited Ella to join her group.
There's a race this weekend. You and your unicorn, James, right? Join us. I'm sorry, but I have other plans.
Indeed, Ella was hiding a dreadful secret. James, the unicorn she summoned, wasn't actually a unicorn.
Listen, I know you're not the creature I summoned, but it's all done now. Can you please help me stay at the academy a little longer?
Contrary to Ella's friendliness, James was uncooperative. Before the magic test, Ella led James outside, hoping to connect with him and gain his cooperation. However, James not only disobeyed, but also hurt Ella. Becoming the subject of ridicule for those who happened to witness it. James managed to escape Ella's control, crossing the Academy's boundaries and ending up in a room with aggressive unicorns. He didn't expect that Ella would appear, risking her life to protect him. The wounds James inflicted were still visible on Ella, yet she cared for James with patience and tenderness.
I'm sorry, it's because of my incompetence that you're involved in this. But tomorrow it will be over. After the test, when I can't perform magic, I'll confess everything and leave. You'll be free too, James.
Ella couldn't have anticipated that those words, along with her gentle actions, would touch James's heart. The next day, James agreed to let Ella ride him, and even performed magic to help hide her abilities. From that moment, they became the best of friends. Ella's status also soared as a result.
What's her talent anyway? Can't even get a horn, and that creature doesn't even look like a unicorn anymore.
For the first time, Ella experienced the glow of being the main character, and she couldn't bear to lose it. 3 days ago, Ella received an anonymous letter. It stated that the dark mage living in the Forbidden Forest had a solution to her problem.
I can't resort to cheating like this.
Her fear led her to a selfish decision.
I want to have a unicorn horn.
After following the instructions, a horn indeed appeared on James's head. However, after that, James was no longer the gentle creature he used to be.
James? James? What's wrong with you?
High-level wizards struggled to restrain James. But it wasn't an easy task, especially when the condition seemed to spread to other unicorns.
Ella! What on earth have you done? James, please, don't be like this. James! It's me! It's me, Ella! Stop, Ella!
Quickly bring him under control!
James's memories of Ella's kindness woke him up. Seizing the opportunity, the group of wizards captured James and the mindless unicorns. Allowing the magical tribunal to step in and take them away. Ella realized that one of the members of the tribunal was the one who tricked her into attaching the horn to James.
Don't be foolish, Ella. That's impossible. Hurry and lead them away.
Alone, Ella couldn't do much. She cried out, seeking help from the other students.
What are you all doing? How could you let them be taken away like that? They are our good friends. How could you forget all the good times we had? To us, they might be pets, but to them, we're everything. Selena, you too? You don't care about your unicorn, Selena? I will never give up on James. Never!
You are not alone.
Me too.
The students created chaos together, allowing Ella to break free and escape with James. Without hesitation, James took off with great speed, carrying Ella on his back. Ha! You can't escape! Fortunately, a catastrophe was averted as James and Ella found themselves cornered, with the Dark Wizard about to capture them. Running away. Why stop now?
I'm sorry, James. It's all my fault. I've hurt you. I let my own interests blind me. You've always been my best friend, whether you're a unicorn or not.
In their final moment, Ella decisively removed the horn that didn't belong to James, confirming her affirmation. Strangely enough, that action not only restored James's original appearance, but also sprouted a pair of large wings, lifting both of them into the air. It turned out that James wasn't a unicorn, but a Pegasus prince. During the battle against the forces of darkness, he had been wounded and lost his way to the Unicorn Academy. The wound caused by the darkness sealed his magic powers and memories temporarily. When the horn containing dark magic was attached, it inadvertently reactivated his powers. When Ella removed it, the powers surged once again. James purified the darkness, restoring his own sanity and the minds of the remaining unicorns. Ella stepped forward, admitting her mistakes to everyone and acknowledging that she wasn't worthy of studying here.
Summoning a spirit beast is through the bond of friendship with a wizard. Although James isn't a unicorn, what you and James have done is more than enough to prove your capabilities here.
But what about James? Can he stay here too?
You don't have to worry about that. Poseidon and Medusa, James's parents, have entrusted him to the academy until he's strong enough to take over the throne.
From then on, they continued to be close friends, and they even built a sometimes turbulent but beautiful relationship with Selena.
Today's story concludes. Thank you for your support. Each view is a tremendous encouragement for us to create more interesting new stories. Don't forget to subscribe to WOA Fairy Tales to help us reach 1 million subscribers soon. Now, share with WOA Fairy Tales your emotions after watching today's story. See you in the upcoming episode!
Located high above the floating white clouds, there lived a beautiful place full of bright colors, which was the home of apprentice zodiacs. Each zodiac had their own responsibility, which was suitable with their ability. They were carefully selected and trained by the goddess Athena, the protector of the zodiacs. The last selected one was Sagittarius, a beautiful and dynamic princess. Princess Sagittarius was really excited while having a chance to enter a new land. Then she ran around and around. She made Virgo, a really neat and clean person, feel really irritated. With her carefree character, Sagittarius didn't mind about the irritating look that Virgo gave her. Virgo determined to teach Sagittarius a lesson for not letting her causing troubles anymore. He looked on a trap just for only her. After setting up everything, he triumphantly waited for Sagittarius to get trapped. Didn't have to wait for too long. Virgo saw Sagittarius appear right before that trap.
She
was bringing something, she carefully stepped by step. Suddenly, a dummy appeared, making her startled. The thing inside her hand also went flying high. Then it dropped into the ground, then broke.
What are you doing? It's the Rainbow Ball, which will bring colors to Zodiac Land in the next 10 years.
What? Why could you take the ball? I'm the one who has the responsibility of taking it.
Wasn't that you didn't go there? I have been waiting for you for so long, and the goddess had urgent work to do, so I had to take it for you.
Oh, because I took time to study about that trap to scare you, so I forgot that I had to welcome the goddess.
If there's no ball, the Zodiac Land won't have any color at all. It's all your fault. Go to explain it to the goddess Athena yourself.
Wait, isn't that you are the messenger? With your speed, it just took a little time to inform me. Why did you take others' responsibility without permission?
All right, because I'm really interested in the Rainbow Ball, but I have no rights to approach it. So I took the chance to touch it. I didn't expect...
So, it also has your fault here.
What we have to do now? Only few hours left to the ceremony. If we don't have the new ball, Zodiac Land will lose all of its color. Everything will be boring without any energy. I can't live with it.
Maybe we have to go find Goddess Athena and apologize, then ask for her help.
But only a few hours left before the old Rainbow Ball run out of its energy. If we wait for Athena Goddess come to report, it will be too late.
Then do you have any better idea?
Or we will go to Rainbow Land to ask the Rainbow Goddess for another ball? She is kind and gentle. She will accept it for sure.
Having no other choice, Virgo had to follow Sagittarius' way. On the way, they didn't forget to quarrel about the reasons which caused that situation.
I won't talk with you anymore. Just follow me and bite the dust. I'll go there first.
Then Sagittarius speeded up.
After a while, the cliff appeared right in front of her, making Sagittarius not be able to stop. Luckily, she could hang into a vine and climb up.
Virgo then appeared in time to help Sagittarius. Are you alright? Your hand is wounded. Why didn't you be careful? Let me help you. Then, Virgo helped Sagittarius handle her wound. Virgo's meticulousness and kindness made Sagittarius look at him differently. When everything was done, they realized that the land in front of them is where they wanted to go, the Rainbow Land. How could we get there?
Or let me take the momentum, then jump up there.
Are you silly? With your ability, you will probably fall after reaching halfway. At that moment, Virgo noticed beyond the Rainbow Land, there was a waterfall which was continuously flowing down. I have a way! After a while of working, Virgo created a simple form of onegu. Alright, hold it here, then pull it hard. Along with the strength of Sagittarius, a large rock was shot straight into the waterfall. The water splashed out, and with the sunshine, it immediately created a rainbow crossing the cliff. Then, the two could finally reach the Rainbow Land safely, thinking that everything was alright. But when they went to find the Rainbow Goddess, they were informed that she had gone, and she only came back by the next morning. Maybe we should come back and apologize to Athena Goddess.
It took us many efforts to get there. We won't come back with nothing.
Are you sure?
I'm sure. Later, I saw by my own eyes, a ball was brought here.
I mean, is that okay when we steal that ball?
Do you really want to save the Zodiac Land? After everything is done, we will come back here and apologize. Don't waste our time and quickly take it. I will watch out and distract them.
Although knowing it was not right, Virgo still had to listen to Sagittarius to save the Zodiac Land. Seeing the ball in front of him, Virgo took all of his courage to take it down. However, as soon as he took it down, the whole palace suddenly shook. Realizing that there was someone who'd stolen the rainbow ball, everyone immediately went there to catch the thief.
Virgo!
Virgo, quickly get on my back!
Sagittarius quickly carried Virgo and ran away. When they were about to catch up, a dummy appeared and scared the guard keepers, making them startled and fall down.
Indeed, it works!
Turned out while waiting, Sagittarius simulated Virgo's prank just in case being caught.
Incredible! Meanwhile, it took me nearly a day to make that dummy. You just need a few minutes. You're the genius of the prank, Sagittarius.
You give me too much credit.
Oh no, we have to be quick. The sunset is coming. Without the sunshine, the rainbow will disappear.
Just believe me.
Sagittarius used all of her power to run away.
Coming closer to the rainbow, Sagittarius not only did not stop, but also accelerated faster. No, no, no! What do you want to do?
Sagittarius used all of her strength to run across the rainbow, which was fading away. The last sunshine also vanished, and the rainbow also disappeared accordingly. Sagittarius rushed higher, aiming at the beyond bank. However, she slipped as she nearly reached it, making the two fall out of the cliff. They were supposed to end up like that, but suddenly, a white cloud gently got their back. That was Rainbow Goddess. She could come back timely to save the two of them.
Huh?
Having no way to escape, the two had to apologize, then tell everything to the goddess.
Do you know that you were all wrong?
It's all my fault when forgetting the mission and causing all the troubles. Please don't blame Sagittarius.
No, it's my fault when taking the other's mission and inciting Virgo to do the wrong things. But it's not important now, my goddess. Please help the zodiac not lose its colors. Then I will take all the responsibilities and punishment.
Suddenly, the goddess laughed out loud, making them obscured.
Indeed, I'm not good at being difficult. You all got your own faults, right? Athena knew all the things that you had done, but she wanted to teach you all a lesson. So I made it more difficult to you. All right, now follow me.
The Rainbow Goddess led Sagittarius and Virgo to a small room. They were really astonished while seeing piles of rainbow balls inside.
We have lots of balls like this, so it won't matter when a few of them is broken. However, maybe they look similar, but each one has different uses. I am the only one who can distinguish them.
Huh?
Here it is, the color-making ball. Quickly, bring it back in time for the ceremony.
Receiving the ball, the two happily thanked the Rainbow Goddess, then quickly went back to Zodiac Land.
The two brought it back just in time the ceremony started. Everyone had been waiting for so long. Under the permission of Athena, Sagittarius and Virgo honorably replaced the new color ball to its position, although everything was solved, but they also had to take a deserved punishment. After a short journey, both of them had the chance to understand more about each other and become more friendly.
I think this is more a punishment for me, because you also like the cleaning works every day.
Just a little work more. Just come back and get some rest. I can do it for you. Your wound hasn't recovered yet.
No, I will do it with you to finish it. I will never abandon friends.
Huh?
Just listen to me. Meanwhile, they tried to take that work. They accidentally bumped into the rainbow ball. The ball slowly dropped into the ground right before their eyes. Then, it was broken into pieces. The space around immediately lost all of its color.
Oh no, again?
Each of us harbors colorful emotional spirits within our minds. Notable among them are joy, sadness, anger, and disgust. They take turns controlling all the activities of the brain, helping us express our emotions outwardly. Subscribe to WOA Fairy Tale to follow the stories of these spirits. Audrey was a special princess. She didn't know how to show sadness. That's because the sadness spirit disappeared from Audrey's mind after the biggest event of her life. Audrey's mother passed away from a severe illness when Audrey was 16 years old.
Don't be sad anymore, Audrey. Be strong and always try to appear optimistic to protect Alice, my dear.
Audrey decided to change completely, never to be weak again. After this terrible event and the sudden departure of sadness, joy, the happy spirit, took control of Audrey's mind. She controlled everything and buried all the painful memories. Other emotional spirits like anger and disgust had little chance to influence Audrey. The princess became nothing but a shell of excessive happiness and optimism. Everyone thought she was peculiar. As the years passed, Audrey remained cheerful. She loved her little sister dearly. However...
Why do you always smile, even when something bad happens? Are you crazy?
Even when Alice fell or got sick, Audrey just stood there and smiled. As time went on, Audrey found it increasingly difficult to control her emotions. Everything turned for the worse, and one day she couldn't even force a smile anymore. She fell seriously ill and fell into a deep slumber. In her mind, the emotional spirits began to panic. They couldn't control her anymore. Alice, worried about her sister, sought out a healing wizard.
Audrey has lost the ability to control her emotions. She always had to pretend to be happy, so the other emotions were suppressed. And Audrey's sadness spirit has also disappeared. If she's not treated quickly, Audrey will lose consciousness and live in vegetative state.
Please help my sister, please!
The wizard then granted Alice temporary access to Audrey's mind. The girl needed to find Sadness and save her sister before it was too late.
Is this the world inside Audrey's mind? It's terrifying! It's all your fault, Joy. Ugh! Exactly! You've been controlling our owner excessively! Calm down! Sadness caused this. She's the one who wanted to hurt our owner. Huh? Alice, what are you doing here? Leave, it's dangerous! This kid, always causing trouble.
Alice requested everyone's cooperation to find Sadness. Only that could help Audrey.
I think we should try to find a place where Joy buried all the sad memories. That's pointless! Those memories may have been destroyed. Huh? Come on, Joy! Time is running out. We have to try everything.
With no other option, Joy had to leave everyone there.
I buried them here.
However, Joy had buried them too deep, and over the years, those sad memories had frozen.
Frozen now! Oh well, they can't be opened anymore! I have a way! Hey, Anger! Actually, I don't like Audrey at all. If she stays sick, I'll become the queen! What did you say?
The flames spread to the ice, melting it. Suddenly, the sad memories resurfaced. They entered into memories of all the precious and special moments, even the times when the two sisters argued and criticized each other. Even moments when Mum was seriously ill. Audrey cried her heart out beside her mother's bed.
Huh? I remember now! We used to have so many emotions like these, didn't we?
But Audrey had hidden them all, not wanting to appear weak.
Yes, the memories are all precious. But sadness touched them and tainted them with the blue of despair. I couldn't accept that, so I had a terrible fight with Sadness, and that's why she left. You're really over the top!
The sudden outburst of sad memories sent everyone running after them.
Ugh. Look, they're heading towards the Castle of Despair. Sadness must be hiding there!
But strange mosquito-like creatures began to appear and attack everyone.
Oh, I hate these anxiety mosquitoes!
Give up! No one can save your owner! Someone's lying! One of the spirits is a liar! More and more mosquitoes swarmed in.
All right, everyone, let me handle this.
She scolded the mosquitoes one after another, making them fly away in fear. They searched everywhere, but couldn't find Sadness.
Ha ha ha, don't bother looking. I took Sadness away. What good about someone like her? Whenever Sadness controlled Audrey, our owners seemed to lose all vitality, only able to cry. I actively created hope, but Sadness would crush it with disappointment.
Joy kidnapped Sadness to fulfill her mother's wish. However, Sadness had created storms of clouds due to being imprisoned for too long. This was Joy's plan to keep everyone grounded and find a way to eliminate Sadness forever.
It's not going well. Come here quickly. Go, Alice! Save Sadness!
Alice clung to the swarm of mosquitoes, which carried her to where Joy and Sadness were.
It's over, Sadness!
Fine. I'll do whatever you want.
No! Get away quickly! Joy, isn't this the wrong way to save Audrey?
But Joy was stubborn and wouldn't listen. Alice felt helpless and could do nothing but cry like a child. Until now, she had always been protected by her sister. Her sister had sacrificed so much for Alice, but even in the final moments, she couldn't protect her.
Oh, Alice!
Both of them shared their sadness, helping each other relive the pain. Thanks to that, Alice gradually regained her composure. Alice expressed her most sincere gratitude, a thank you she wanted to convey to Audrey. Joy realized her mistake and was crestfallen. Only Sadness could truly understand and empathize with Audrey's and Alice's sadness. Every emotion, including sadness, had its own value. To mature, Audrey had to learn to face her own emotions.
I understand now. I'm truly sorry, Sadness.
The unnecessary conflicts were resolved. Now, all the emotional spirits joined forces to drive away the dark clouds. They understood that they needed to harmonize their emotions and accept sadness as an essential part of life. Alice successfully helped her sister overcome the emotional crisis.
Thank you, Alice.
It's okay, sis. I'm here now. From now on, let me take care of you.
From then on, the two sisters always shared everything and stayed by each other's side for the rest of their lives.
Beautiful Princess Psyche, the youngest princess loved by the king. Princes of neighboring countries eagerly asked to marry her with countless precious wedding presents, but Psyche still refused. She wanted to find a true and sincere love. One day, Psyche was absorbed in following a 7-color butterfly and got lost deep into the forest. Suddenly, from the bushes came a very scary sound. Psyche worriedly ran away, but unfortunately, she was tripped over a tree branch and fell to the ground. You! Who are you? I am Princess Psyche, the only daughter of the king. You must not be rude to me.
Hello, Miss Psyche. I have heard of you for a long time. You are more beautiful than rumors say.
I don't know you. Van stretched out his hand. The vine sprouted and curled around the princess. Help me! Help me! A young man appeared out of nowhere, shot an arrow into the vines, causing Van to scream in anger.
Who dares to sneak a shot at me? How brave you are! Let me teach you a lesson.
The boy's arrows were quickly brushed aside by Van. Looking at Van's rough body, he suddenly had an idea. He quickly climbed up the tree, took out 2 flints from his pocket, made fire arrows, and shot them down to where Van was reaching out his long arms to grab the young man.
It's hot!
The young man approached the princess and gently helped her up. The two fell in love at first sight. Unfortunately, Hel, that brave young man, was dumb. Hel took the princess back to the palace and said goodbye. From then on, Princess Psyche often hid from the guards to sneak out of the palace to walk with Hel. Even though they couldn't talk, they both understood each other's heart. Then one day, just returning from the palace, Psyche received news like a bolt from the blue. Van brought the princess's bracelet to propose.
This is our betrothal, Your Majesty. She has agreed to marry me.
In Wales, as long as a girl gave something of hers to a man, it meant that she had agreed to marry him. Psyche froze, checking her hand, the bracelet probably falling when she tried to chase Van away. The only person who could testify for her was Hel, but he was dumb. The pained Psyche could only cry and lock herself in her room. The king loved his daughter very much, but there was nothing he could do to save her from this marriage. The news of Princess Psyche's marriage quickly spread throughout the kingdom. Hel heard about it and went to the palace to testify. Because he couldn't speak, the soldiers stopped him right from the gate. Psyche desperately looked at the wedding dress hanging on the wall, decided to take her life away by eating the wild plant clinging to the window wall. Before she has gone forever, she heartbrokenly left a farewell letter expressing her love for Hel. Meanwhile, Hel quickly disguised himself as a guard and sneaked into the princess's room. What a pity when he came a step late.
Psyche!
The king looked at his beloved daughter, who had left the world in pain, and he collapsed.
Please take care of her body. I will find the goddess of life and ask him to connect her lifeline.
Hel overcame thousands of waves to reach the sacred tree, where there were 3 goddesses of life: goddess of past, goddess of present, and goddess of future.
Please tie Psyche's lifeline. I will pay any price for you to do it.
But all 3 goddesses shook her heads in denial. We can't interfere with human life. You had better go home. Go to the underworld. Steal the box containing the fire of Psyche's life. But it is forbidden to open that box in the middle of the road. Remember to bring a piece of cake for the 3-headed mastiff when you go through the gate. Hel bowed his head in thanks to the goddess of the past and began his journey to the underworld again. Hel, alone, climbed the path and waded through the forest in the dark to reach the underworld, where people were afraid just hearing the name. On the way to the underworld, he passed through a forest, accidentally encountered a tiger trying to attack an old woman. He immediately raised his bow and shot. Thank you, young man. I have nothing in return. I would be very happy if you accept this little bread and honey from me.
Oh, this is exactly what I need. Thank you very much.
Hel said goodbye to the old woman and went into the deep forest. A short distance away, he came across a witch who was being crushed by an old tree. Help me! Please help me! I give you this magic cloak. Put it on. You will become invisible. It can go anywhere if you give the order. When Hel had just walked to the door of the underworld, he heard the growl of the mastiff. Hel quickly threw a piece of bread covered with honey to the dog, causing the dog to obediently lie down to eat. Hel gently went deep inside, looking for a place to store the fireboxes of life. Among thousands of boxes, Hel finally found a box named Psyche.
I finally found you. Psyche, wait for me!
Hel, please release me! It's so dark in here. I'm scared.
Huh?
That's Psyche's voice. Maybe she woke up.
Hel, it's too hot in here. Please let me go. I'm begging you. I can't take it anymore.
But the goddess of the past said I must not open this box.
That's because she wants to lock me. Please, let me go or I won't be able to return to my body. Haha, I'm finally free.
Get back to the box, Psyche.
The noise woke up the mastiff. It sniffed and chased after Hel. Hel was scared as he ran and tried to jump up to catch the fire, but unfortunately tripped and fell. His cloak came loose, revealing his body.
Ah!
His scream awakened the queen of the underworld. Close the door of the palace. Catch anyone who dares to come here to cause trouble. Hel was scared to see the flames floating in front of him, and quickly grabbed the cloak of invisibility and threw it at the fire.
Cloak, quickly bring the flame to the princess. Psyche, I love you.
The cloak heard Hel's command, quickly flew up, caught the fire of life, and quickly escaped from the slowly closing door.
Your Highness, I accept all punishments from you.
Very well. I will tell you the price of trespassing here. Hel was quickly tied to a hot copper pillar. Meanwhile, the cloak also brought the flame of life back to Psyche. The princess woke up to the amazement and joy of the kingdom. Unfortunately, when she returned from the dead, she forgot all her memories, even Hel. Who am I? Where am I? Would Hel escape from the flaming underworld to return to the princess? And would the princess remember the deep love that the...
Escape, my dark magic after all. Surrender!
No!
Who's the one who just saved the princess? And what's the story then? Let's find out. In that magical kingdom, there were two close friends named Agatha and Sophie. Unlike Agatha's shy, timid look, Sophie was a haughty lady who loved to read fairy tales and dreamed of becoming a rich princess because she thought her appearance and demeanor deserved more in the lavish and splendid places. However, Sophie would be willing to join anyone who dared to speak badly or touch Agatha, who had taken Sophie with her when her family had the hardest time. One day, while waiting for Sophie to borrow books from the library, Agatha still worked and met a young man who was spending his last few coins to buy food for the poor child. Appreciating his heart, Agatha offered him some food, but was stopped by Sophie.
Agatha, we're poor enough. Don't give away our stuff to any strangers like that.
I'm sorry. Then let me give it back.
No, you just take it and go. Agatha!
Sophie, it's just 1 or 2 apples that won't make us rich. Besides, I'm sure if we help people, sometimes they'll help us. Aren't all the fairy tales you read like that?
All right. consider it a blessing. Speaking of stories, today I found this fairy tale book of ancient magic. It says that if we go to the wishing tree in this village on the night of the meteor shower, all wishes will be fulfilled, and there will be a 100-year meteor shower this weekend. So let's go there and fulfill our dream of being rich.
Even though Agatha didn't believe in fairy tales because of her best friend, she nodded in agreement. On that night, no matter what they prayed for, such as gold and silver treasures, large houses, etc., it all didn't come true. During the sadness, they suddenly heard an old woman fall nearby, so they rushed to look at the situation. However, Sophie was afraid of her beautiful dress being dirty, so she showed dissatisfaction and only watched them bandage the wound. Appreciating the hearts of the two of them, the old lady gave them the star bracelet of friendship and turned herself into a star fairy. It turned out that it was the wishing fairy who lived in the wishing tree for thousands of years and waited for the destined people to come here to fulfill the wish. Having the chance to return to the rich life of the past, Sophie quickly said her wish.
I've been living a poor life too long. Therefore, I wish to have the status of worthy of my true identity right now.
What's your wish that you look so thoughtful?
I was wondering, how long have you been here and given people wishing?
The star fairy was startled to hear Agatha's question, but she answered honestly.
Maybe. It's been thousands of years since I was given the mission to grant wishes and not to leave the wishing tree half a step away. Because I've seen things change. Things grow freely compared to myself a long time ago.
That's so. Actually, I have a close friend, a good job, and I also love to help people. But sometimes I also feel tired and need my own space to relax, freely do what I like. So I wish you would be free to do what you want after all that hard work.
The fairy was amazed by Agatha's wish, but she still smiled and fulfilled the wish. When Agatha awoke, she became a princess who lived in a splendid castle. But Sophie was trapped in a witch's house, with dark aura all around her.
What's going on? Why am I in this weird place?
Don't you wish you had the status you deserve? Therefore, being the bride of the darkest witch is for me the best option for you.
That can't be. If it's my wish, I'd be the lady or the princess and can't be the bride of darkest witch.
Why not? Agatha has a vague appearance, but she has a kind character. But you have a rocky and ambitious character. Very suitable as my wonderful bride. So, if our two powers are united by a kiss of love, you will help me escape this place and conquer the kingdom.
No, I can't be your wife, and there must be some confusion between my position and Agatha's. I have to find Agatha and get this straight.
You can't go to the castle. The soldiers there will surely drive you out, because you have the dark glory of a witch. So be good and stay in the room.
After that, even though Sophie imprisoned in the witch house, she refused to bow down to the enticements that she should give up Prince and Agatha. Sophie even tried to sneak out at late night. However, as the Dark Witch said, when the soldiers saw Sophie radiate a dark aura, they definitely did not let her in. At this moment, Agatha was also lounging in the palace because she did not know why she was here and became a princess. Suddenly, she heard Sophie's voice, so she was glad to run out and accidentally stumbled. Fortunately, Prince Tedros just returned from the neighboring country to hold her in front of the astonishment of Agatha and Sophie.
The prince? Was the poor man the other day?
Yes, because the Star Fairy sent me a dream that she was grateful for your kindness and made you a princess. I returned to the castle as quickly as I could to meet my benefactor and my future wife. Despite hearing the prince's explanation, Sophie did not believe the truth and was about to intervene in the next conversation when she was summoned by the Dark Witch.
Let me go! Why did you arrest me? I tried to get out of here, tried to meet Agatha and the prince, but...
No matter how hard you try, Tedros' heart belongs to Agatha. And I am the only one who understands your power potential, always taking care of you and taking you away from these people. If you still want to be a princess, then after the two of us combine our magic and rule this kingdom, I will help you live with the throne you want.
Hearing the sweet words from the witch, plus the fire of hatred burning in her mind, Sophie was gradually persuaded and let him absorb the rage and selfishness in her for him. By the time Tedros and Agatha got there, Sophie had agreed to give the witch a kiss and helped him gradually regain his sealed magic. It turned out that because of being worried about Sophie, Agatha begged Tedros to rescue her friend, but when they got here, it was too late. Even if Tedros panicked and attacked the witch, she immediately knocked him down, then fired magic to destroy the entire kingdom. Although Agatha felt very frightened by the scene in front of her, she saw Sophie was gradually being completely controlled, so she tried to risk storming into battle with the Dark Witch.
Sophie is now completely manipulated by me and has become evil. It is not long before you can touch or awaken her mind.
No! What Sophie wanted was to be a good, rich princess who helps people like in fairy tales. Besides, she's not the kind of guy who does everything she can to destroy people to get what she wants. So, even though she's going the wrong way and being manipulated by you, I believe her heart is still on the right track.
Hearing Agatha's words, the witch was angry, intending to silence her forever. Sophie awakened from Agatha's friendship and tried to shield her best friend from magic. Because his magic flick was too strong for the common people, Sophie was slowly dissipating.
No, I can't be still again. Certainly, I will punish you all!
But as he rushed towards Sophie and Agatha, a bright light emanated from their friendship bracelet and struck him. Tedros also took the opportunity to destroy the witch, causing her to be completely dissolved. Fortunately, it couldn't help Sophie to recover from her wounds and recover as she had originally done.
I'm sorry, Agatha. I thought you loved me and wanted to rule the kingdom with me, but it was all a lie. What he really wants is just to destroy everyone, so I can't let him hurt you. But thanks to you, I understand that the real princess doesn't have to be a splendid appearance, but they need pure heart, willing to ignore mistakes and help everyone. I am willing to sacrifice myself to make up for the mistakes I made to you and to everyone else. Besides, I've just seen a stronger Agatha, so I hope you can keep this up without me around. I see. I'm glad to have a friend like you around.
Then Sophie vanished under the stars before Agatha's mourning. Over the years, Agatha always tried to fulfill Sophie's wishes with Tedros, and gradually, the two also began to get to know each other and decided to marry. That day, while everyone was...
Hello, I am Amor, a Cupid, and I love my job. The couples I've paired are incredibly strong and happy. Oh no, sometimes, yeah, there are small mistakes. Amor. Please pray for me by hitting the like button so I have the courage to endure the punishment. Actually, these penalty sessions happen quite often. How many times have you made mistakes, Amor? Look at your current ranking. One more time at the bottom of the ranking, and I won't be able to protect you, even if I had 3 heads and 6 hands. Put yourself in the customer's shoes. Understand them. Amor, please. Understand the customers? But I don't get to love or know much about them. Thanks to another Cupid helping me get love, I don't have a good relationship with them either. Hurry! I need to send this letter to Santa Claus.
Santa Claus? What do you wish for?
You can't see it! Of course I wish for us to be together forever! All right, Santa Claus can help us with that. Thinking about it, I just had to write a wish briefly. But it seems like I may have gone a bit overboard.
Huh? Huh? Huh?
Is one letter too risky? Or should I send them all to Santa to be sure? But day by day, the holiday is approaching. And I haven't received any responses. This is my last hope, please.
I'm Satan. I don't like introductions. And I wouldn't have to do this if this strange arrow hadn't disrupted my 100-year sleep. Well, no matter. This is what I want.
Huh? Huh?
Let's see. Who's the hero who rescued me from the seal? It took me a few minutes to realize that some little Cupid wanted me to grant a wish for love. So, what's the problem? The problem is, she wrote Santa Claus as Satan Claus. Oh my, oh my. But from this mishap, I suddenly had another idea. She called me Santa. So, let's just roll with it and be Santa Claus. Let's welcome the puppet that will help me disrupt Christmas. So you're Amor, the one who wants to make a wish from me.
And are you Santa Claus, willing to grant a wish? You're quite deep into Halloween, aren't you?
That's right, I am Satan.
Santa named Satan? That name sounds suspicious.
Huh?
Actually, I'm pretty miserable. The thing is...
Huh?
I understand. You're just like me, always at the bottom of the ranking, right? All right, I'll help you get close to the Christmas icons to enhance your magical power. Then grant me a boyfriend, okay?
This enthusiastic little thing's pushing me too far.
Santa Claus, are you afraid of heights too?
Go away. Anyway, I've already reached the first icon, the Christmas tree. That naive Cupid thought I'd decorate the trees according to tradition. Oh, of course not. I have my own plan. Just wait. As soon as I took the soul of the Christmas tree, everything around me collapsed. Just a few comforting words from me, and Amor immediately believed and even consoled me.
Satan is even clumsier than me. Decorating doesn't seem to suit him, so I had to take him to bake gingerbread cookies. But in the end, he still caused trouble.
Hey, what are you doing? They're all broken.
Huh?
No, it's not. Look, sometimes all we need is a little love power. And with that, magic can happen.
There are still cracks here.
Come on, some cracks are actually achievements. This stubborn Satan reluctantly listened to me and helped rescue the broken cookies. That's not right. First you have to think about who you want to give the cookies to. My, he's better at this than I am. Satan's cookies turned out really well. Who did he think of, I wonder? Well, I don't care, as long as the cookies are saved.
So, everything is going according to my plan, even this gift workshop. Amor had to swear and beg her love goddess to let us come and help her. Get to work. The accidental mishap, of course, repeated itself.
Oh my! What's happening? Santa? Did you mess up again?
I think this time she might go crazy. Everyone has their limits.
Huh? Let it go.
I don't know how long she's been sitting there. My heart suddenly aches. What is this feeling? Regret? No way. It's just that I hate letting others suffer the consequences of what I've done.
That Club C Satan guy is surprisingly good at this. He says he hates kids on the surface, but he seems more enthusiastic than me. Gifts are all delivered, just missing one more gift for myself.
My magical power is almost strong enough. Just need one more place.
One more special place for Christmas. Ah, I got it. This is the annual performance of the Christmas spirits. Starting from last year, they found a way to create a magical rain, so it's really hard to get tickets. I'm not telling lies. The magical snow really appeared.
You're right. It seems that magic can return.
That's right. I can feel it. My wish is about to come true. But why did you lose your magic?
That year, I did something bad.
How bad was it?
Got you, Satan!
What's going on here? I need an explanation. Those people are fiercely pursuing and trying to catch Satan.
Quickly, get out of here! Do you know who he is? And you're still protecting him?
My ears rang from their words. Satan? He is really a brutal Satan?
They say that he used to be a Santa Claus in the guild, but he committed a serious offense and destroyed Christmas, so he was sealed in a distant land. So, it's all lies. I wanted to believe him, but the evidence in front of me doesn't make it easy.
I didn't expect everything to suddenly turn so bad. I wanted to explain something to her, anything, but the Santa Guild wouldn't give me a chance. If I hadn't tried to keep things from getting too chaotic, I might have defeated them. Then, an unexpected incident occurred that even I couldn't foresee. Watch out! I can finally relax. It seems like I've wandered into a distant dream. Back then, I was just an apprentice Santa Claus, extremely awkward and clumsy. When I didn't know what to do most, a little girl appeared. A girl who was kind and gentle, like an angel. She was the only one who didn't call me useless. I swore I would do anything to repay her kindness. Even if it went against the conventional moral code. Anything as long as that girl could live longer. But God is so cruel. Just one season, only one season wasn't allowed. They didn't allow me to do that. The adorable girl, my little angel, had to close her eyes forever. The shock changed me. things had to come to me, no matter what I had to do. And then I was sealed in a distant land. My heart seemed to freeze once again. Suddenly, warmth came.
Uncle, are you cold?
Is it her?
Satan, wake up quickly!
I'm sorry.
I understand everything. Don't say anything. I have to do something.
It's no use. My heart is about to freeze. That seemed to be how I got the last Christmas icon. A kiss under the mistletoe.
You've become a real Santa now.
But no matter what I became, they still didn't accept me. At this point, surprisingly, the townsfolk sided with me. This was the first time I received a gift. Seeing everything, the last Center Guild leader finally compromised.
Why don't we catch him, sir?
Look, we're in the name of protecting Christmas. But what have we done? On the other hand, he's the one who's actually done it.
After that night, I gradually defeated all my opponents and rose to the top of the Cupid rankings. As for Satan, or rather my official boyfriend, he was allowed to return to the guild, as long as he promised not to cause trouble anymore. Senpai, can you share your secrets to success with us? Secrets, huh? Well, try making a wish to Santa Claus. For example, a love under the mistletoe.
Fairy's Kingdom of Lumina was a place that existed between two opposite realms, light and darkness, day butterflies and night butterflies. In the morning light, the day butterflies devoted all their efforts to building and cultivating flowers and grass. With each blooming flower, pollen was produced, nourishing not only the day butterflies, but also preserving the exquisite beauty of Lumina. As night fell, the night butterflies emerged. They carried the noble responsibility of guarding the soul gems and protecting the kingdom from evil. Their work seemed simple and insignificant in the eyes of the day butterflies. But in reality, it was of utmost importance. They were the guardians of darkness, maintaining tranquility in the midst of silent nights. However, the day butterflies often looked down upon the night butterflies.
Are you done resting? Step aside and let us work. Hey, don't talk nonsense. Ignore her, Gypsy.
They had to live underground while the day butterflies resided in beautiful flower houses. Night butterflies were only allowed to venture out at night and were not invited to participate in the festive celebrations of the day butterflies. Under the leadership of Queen Vanessa, the fairies diligently worked without interacting with each other. However, on a strange day, Queen Vanessa suddenly disappeared and never returned.
What do we do now? We've been searching for Queen Vanessa for the past 3 months. There's no other choice. We'll have to elect a new queen.
The position of queen has always belonged to the day butterflies because they considered themselves superior to the night butterflies.
We nominate Fleur, the most outstanding fairy, as the new queen. Does anyone object? I object. Don't you see how unfair this is? Night butterflies can perform just as well as day butterflies. We demand that Gypsy be allowed to run in this election alongside Fleur. Yes. Don't bite off more than you can chew. Are you afraid of losing already?
But deep down, their eyes still held memories of a broken friendship. Long ago, Gypsy and Fleur were kindred spirits, bound by an inseparable friendship.
When we grow up, we will become day butterflies together. Yes, let's always be together.
They trained together diligently, honing their skills as butterflies to prepare for the power assessment. However, Fleur's love for gardening made her more suited to be a day butterfly. While Gypsy's courage and extraordinary attack magic made her a night butterfly.
Oh, Fleur, I didn't know this would happen.
But due to the change in job nature, the two gradually grew apart. Fleur no longer wanted to talk to Gypsy.
In the end, our promise doesn't mean anything to you anymore, does it?
The competition began, and in the first round, Fleur was favored over Gypsy.
Let's go! What? Harvesting pollen? That's Fleur's job. She'd definitely do it better than me.
If you don't want to compete anymore, then quit.
With the exquisite skills of a day butterfly, Fleur effortlessly harvested a lot of pollen, while Gypsy clumsily struggled and couldn't keep up with Fleur's speed.
So angry! Ah!
Suddenly, a male demon king appeared in the desolate hills. Hello, little girl. Are you facing any difficulties?
A demon? Stay away from me! I won't hesitate to strike you!
Come on, I can really help you. Do you want to win or lose?
Go away! I don't need your help!
With her unwavering integrity, Gypsy refused the Demon King and accepted defeat against Fleur in the first round. In the second round of the competition, Fleur and Gypsy were required to defeat a swamp monster living near the kingdom. Gypsy skillfully used her enchanting magic to easily defeat the creature, while Fleur, filled with fear, hid behind a bush. She was naturally timid, only interested in gardening and beauty, so she reluctantly accepted her defeat in anything related to fighting.
Seems like you're still as timid as before, huh?
You will lose anyway. A butterfly of the night is not worthy of being a queen.
Well, with that kind of attitude, don't blame me.
Their fate was decided in the final round. However, the organizers once again showed favoritism towards Fleur.
In this round, both of you will search for the legendary Rainbow Beehive. It only appears at night in a secret location.
That sounds quite unfair. The daytime fairies are already familiar with the forest territory due to their frequent trading and socializing.
As I said before, if you don't want to compete, then quit.
It's alright, everyone. I will definitely find the Rainbow Beehive.
How can you find it? You don't even know where it is. Bye-bye.
Huh?
Fleur's confidence stemmed from her prior knowledge of the Rainbow Beehive's location. Meanwhile, Gypsy felt neglected, filled with anger and despair. In a moment of lost hope, the Demon King appeared. So, do you want to win now?
Stay away!
By this point, does integrity still matter? Don't you want to change the fate of the night butterflies?
Huh?
You're a brave fairy, Gypsy, and I know that only you deserve to be the queen.
Alright, just tell me.
The plan is like this. I will magically take you directly to the location of the Rainbow Beehive without the need to search for it. As for you, just call upon your fellow night butterflies to hinder Fleur.
Gypsy found herself in an endless green meadow in the sky. It turned out to be an invisible garden. Gypsy gently picked up the beehive, her heart filled with joy and excitement. She returned with the hive, unaware of the dreadful event that had occurred. While the night butterflies were obstructing Fleur, the sacred altar containing the soul gems was left unguarded, allowing the male demon king to sneak in.
You have fallen into my trap. It is I, Vanessa.
Huh?
According to the rules, the beautiful queen could not exceed 45 years old. So, as Queen Vanessa's term was ending, she feared losing her power and studied dark magic to regain her youth. However, due to her lack of mastery in dark magic, during her training, Vanessa became corrupted and transformed into the Demon King. He changed and became obsessed with dark magic, seeking to dominate the world and seize the soul gems of the Kingdom of Lumina.
Oh, Supreme Soul Gems, grant me the power to control these fairies.
I won't let you get away with this!
Capture her!
Huh? Huh?
With the invincible power of the rainbow honey, Gypsy successfully subdued Fleur and brought her to the altar of the soul gems.
It's all my fault. I miss you so much. I just wish things could go back to how they were.
Gypsy's pure tear, filled with genuine love, possessed extraordinary power. It submerged Fleur in pure affection between soulmates and resolved the misunderstanding.
Gypsy, what happened? Fleur, I'm so sorry.
In their warm embrace, Gypsy and Fleur resolved their past conflicts. It turned out that Fleur stopped talking to Gypsy because she saw Gypsy growing closer to Lily.
Those day butterflies are so arrogant and domineering, especially that little Fleur. I hate them.
Huh?
Fleur had run away without knowing that Gypsy defended her and scolded Lily for speaking nonsense. The childish conflicts were completely resolved,
and Gypsy and Fleur realized that friendship and unity were the most important things.
To defeat the power of the soul gems, we need a weapon crafted from the wings of the strongest and most determined female fairies. I understand now. Help me detach my wings. No, you'll lose all your power. Everything will be fine. Promise me that you'll bring peace to this kingdom. I'm so sorry, Gypsy. Fleur, live the rest of your life in a good way. Gypsy, please, wake up, please.
Fleur's heart was filled with excruciating pain. She had reached her limit. Gypsy's sacrifice couldn't be in vain. Fleur cast away her cowardice.
I will definitely defeat him.
Fleur returned with the twin swords, ready for the final battle. Each strike carried the determination and love for Gypsy and the kingdom.
How brave you are!
We'll see about that.
This place! I will not tolerate any more darkness! Yeah!
The decisive strike from Fleur carried the power and light of bravery. The Demon King was completely defeated. The fairies awakened from the manipulation. They gathered at the altar of the soul gems. Everyone was deeply saddened by the departure of a brave soul. Together, they infused energy into the broken wings. The light from the wings shone brightly, full of hope. Fleur quickly reattached the wings to Gypsy's body, and she was revived.
Huh? Everyone's here. Did we win? Yes, we won. Thank you, Gypsy. From now on, you're not allowed to abandon me anymore.
Gypsy and Fleur became co-queens, ruling over the butterfly realm. A just society was established, encouraging everyone to unleash their power and talents.
Don't forget to...
How were the children brought into the world? In the land of magical fairies, there existed an annual festival. Families who wished for children would come to the sacred tree on this day, and there they would collect eggs to care for at home. This year, even the king and queen took part as one of the participating couples. Hundreds of colourful eggs overflowed, stirring their hearts with excitement. The queen's gaze, however, was fixated on a single plain egg, seemingly forgotten in a distant corner. The solitude of this egg touched the hearts of the queen and the king. They decided to choose it.
Have you decided to choose this little one?
Let's go home together.
Without any alteration, just 3 months later, they would have a beautiful white butterfly princess or prince. What would this butterfly's appearance be like? Subscribe now to WOA Fairy Tales to find out. However, what the royal family didn't anticipate was that from that egg, a spider fairy emerged instead of a butterfly.
Father? Mother?
After overcoming their initial shock, the king and queen still chose to love her spider daughter.
Oh, little Nomi, no matter what you are, we will always love you.
But Nomi's grandmother held a different view, being demanding and valuing royalty above all else. She did not show any affection towards her. Living amidst a beautiful swarm of butterflies, despite her parents' constant efforts to comfort her, Nomi, an outsider, still experienced moments of loneliness. As time passed, the love of the king and queen had to be shared with another child on the next child-receiving day.
This time, the king and queen had a true beautiful fairy, Adela, Nomi's younger sister. Unlike the gentle and timid Nomi, Adela was mischievous and full of energy. Adela even joined in the teasing of her older sister, echoing the rumors she heard.
Adela, you shouldn't behave like that. Children teasing each other. What harm does it bring? Don't make our beautiful Adela afraid.
As the years passed, the two children grew. Their contrasting personalities became more apparent.
Truly my granddaughter. If only your older sister had half of your liveliness, it would ease my heart.
If I mimic Adela, will my parents and grandmother love me as they love her?
Yet, this possibility seemed far-fetched, as Adela would immediately shy away in embarrassment whenever Nomi attempted to befriend her. This led to an unintentional incident, where Nomi's attempt to mimic Adela became a subject of laughter among their peers. Despite this, Nomi still loved and admired Adela. Once, Nomi forgot herself and instinctively to catch Adela before she fell during a performance. It's spider silk! Princess Nomi shot out spider silk! Since then, Nomi became an outcast among the fairies, avoided by all. Naturally introverted, Nomi withdrew even further. Yet, this gave her the freedom to be herself without pretense. During her lonely days, Nomi discovered her love for sewing. From then on, Nomi's designs grew in fame, spanning from dresses to silk and accessories. Even Adela couldn't deny her sister's talent.
Unbelievable! This spider fairy creates such beautiful dresses.
Exactly! If she weren't a spider, she could have played with us. Their admiration was directed at Nomi's creations, not her as a person. One day, the fairy butterfly clan welcomed a special guest.
I mean no harm. I am Nomi's mother.
Lies! How could you have lost her? Nomi's our daughter, the butterfly princess.
I didn't mean for this to happen. It's my fault. I accidentally lost her that year. For all these years, I've been tormented, losing sleep and appetite, hoping to find her again.
Regardless, the truth is that Nomi has become a butterfly princess. With the tensions between our clans, it's better for you to leave.
But was she ever happy here? Or was she just an outsider to you?
Dear parents, she's right. I'm not a butterfly fairy. I better leave.
And so, with Nomi's decision, after the Grand Spring Festival, she would return to the land of the spiders with her birth mother. During her final days among the butterfly clan, Nomi felt the love and care from everyone. Even her grandmother, who had always disliked her as an outsider, seemed somewhat less cold towards her. Until a horrifying event shook their world. Overnight, all the spring blossoms that the butterfly clan had nurtured were destroyed.
The spider did this.
No, it wasn't me. Father, Mother, please believe me.
That's right. There must be a misunderstanding.
However, Nomi couldn't defend herself when a fairy stood up and accused her of sneaky actions the previous night.
Please, let me help everyone fix the consequences.
Don't make matters more complicated.
Alone that night, Nomi burst into tears. Nomi, however, couldn't explain that she had secretly met her mother that night. Her mother was the Spider Queen. If she revealed herself without permission, a war between the clans would break out. Then, a letter from her mother arrived, outlining a plan to clear Nomi's name by shifting the blame onto Adela, the proud fairy who had bullied her. The day of the final festival arrived, Adela insisted on wearing the dress Nomi had prepared for her performance. Spider Queen chuckled as her plan was near completion.
Well done, my dear. Just wait until she starts singing. My rain-making army will activate. The dress woven from unique silk will get wet, releasing toxic fumes that will destroy everything, right?
Well, what?
The raindrops simply caused Adela's dress to emanate a radiant rainbow glow, attracting bees that help the flowers bloom.
Spring has come! It's all thanks to Nomi's hard work.
Nomi had never followed her mother's plan. That night, Adela had come to her room and confessed her trust in her sister. Adela had always been grateful to Nomi for saving her, but hadn't expressed it due to her own insecurities. They devised a plan together to thwart the Spider Queen while ensuring the festival's success.
How dare you! I'm your real mother! At the times when I needed you most, where were you? I figured it all out. You're just using me. But the butterfly family always cared for me, even though it wasn't always easy.
Would you like to visit Nomi? Take this with you. It's Nomi's favorite food.
Indeed, Nomi remained a cherished member of the butterfly clan.
What's wrong being a spider? She's kind and much better than all of you. Give that back.
Perhaps I should have thrown you into the butterfly clan, you useless.
Realizing she could no longer depend on Nomi, the Spider Queen gave signal and revealed her true intent army. Nomi also firmly assisted her parents in defending against the spider swarm. In the face of danger, the butterfly parents stood by Nomi's side. Even in the sneak attack of the Spider Queen, Adela was knocked down while trying to save her sister.
Sister, I'm sorry. I'm glad to be your sister.
The villain was punished, and though Princess Adela couldn't witness it, her body didn't dissolve but transformed into a beautiful rainbow egg. Nomi, with the help of a rainbow dress she wove, had shielded Adela's soul from the spider's venom, enabling her resurrection.
Let's go home together.
In the days leading up to Adela's return, Nomi was welcomed and embraced as a savior by the butterfly clan. Using her powers, she not only crafted countless beautiful dresses, but also enhanced the productivity of the butterfly community. And so, a happily ever after ending was woven into their lives.
It was the first day, the final semester, that I attended the Vampire Academy, the only place that's trained professional vampires. I had been eagerly anticipating this day because... Celine! You've done it to me! If you want to see how I'll deal with her, subscribe to WOA Fairy Tales. As for the confrontation between me and that girl, it's an ancient story. We both come from famous vampire clan. The rivalry between our clans made us compete in every little thing. This time, Celine really succeeded. Our academy is divided into two species, Royal and Dampier. Celine and I are both Royals, pure-blood vampires, or those with the ability to perform magic. We'll live in the imposing, luxurious tower, spending most of our time chatting or learning ways to become more aristocratic. On the contrary, Dampier vampires, hybrids with humans, live differently. Their lifestyle is simpler, and they have to work harder. Although they don't possess magic, their speed and skills are extraordinary. They are trained to be protectors for Royals. Royals and Dampiers live separately, only beginning to bond for life at the prom ceremony. To prepare for prom, starting today, Dampiers will be moved to the Royal area to socialize. But that little Celine girl has taken everything away. What have you done? Oops, I accidentally borrowed your prom date. You're not mad, are you? Oh, it seems like you were a bit annoyed, huh?
Betty,
Well, now what are you going to do, Betty? Everyone has a date, and if you don't participate in prom, how will you graduate? At that moment, for some unknown reason, I declared that I would go with the only person who didn't have a date to prom. I also had doubts about my audacious decision. The person I chose was Edward. Edward is a low-profile Dampier, so inconspicuous that no one remembers him. He struggles with academics, has a reserved personality, and never participates in group activities.
I don't agree.
What? He dared? All right, no worries. Eric and I will definitely become the king and queen of prom to get that moonstone for you. It helps with mind control, you know. And who knows, maybe Edward will accept your invitation. For the first time in 17 years, I had to endure such embarrassment.
I agree.
What? What did you say?
I said I agree. See you tomorrow.
Like a dream, from that day on, Edward and I truly began to get to know each other to prepare for prom. It wasn't easy to change the mindset of someone as stubborn as Edward. Do you really want to cooperate? With the current situation, even if we don't participate in prom, we can become the king and queen. You knew that, didn't you? Sorry, but you're probably regretting not having Eric now, right?
Why should she regret something that has lost its value?
What's the freak saying now? How can a weirdo compare to someone who always wants to steal other people's things? Thanks to you, I'll have 100 times better prom date than Eric. I may have spoken strongly, but seeing them happy together, I was truly sad.
Look, weren't you very determined just now? Come on, we'll win. You said I'm 100 times better than him, didn't you? Oh, give this back to you. Study it carefully, bookworm.
You? How dare you read? You! Don't tell anyone. If this gets out, I'll be seen as a weirdo just like Edward. Oh well, studying about Stridigoi is my special hobby. These are the most feared and rarely mentioned type of vampires in vampire history, because they are the only ones who feed not only on humans, but also on royals and Dampiers. They are resurrected from the dead and become immortal, rumored to be the harbingers of destruction. In terms of power, neither royals nor Dampiers are a match for them. The Vampire Academy was founded to train vampires to fight against this species. What if Edward reveals this information? I can't even imagine. But Edward didn't do that. He even showed interest in the notebook.
Why are you studying these?
I want to know more about Stridigoi. Are they really as evil as they say? And instead of destroying them, is there a way to redeem them? Edward also started cooperating with me more in our prom preparations. We had a fairly, enjoyable time. And I realized that I might have started to like him a little. After that night, Edward underwent a dramatic change. When he discarded his disastrous fashion, he became an entirely different person. Even Celine couldn't help but be impressed. How could Eric compare to this eccentric guy? Not only handsome, but the scent of Edward's blood also had an irresistible charm that captivated the royals. Feeling that she had lost a delicious meal, Celine was once again eager to steal my prom date right before the party. According to tradition, Royal and Dampier students are divided into groups to guard the school and practice their teamwork. Unfortunately, due to bad luck, Edward and I were assigned to the same group as those two troublemakers. Thanks to them, the atmosphere between us became more awkward. This task was supposed to be a training exercise with harmless traps set up, but unexpectedly the snakes, the vampire's eternal enemies, appeared here. With our current abilities, we were no match for them. Ha! My dear friend and the guy I once liked disappeared in the blink of an eye.
I'll hold them off. You run away.
How could I accept that? We were a team, and of course, I had my own abilities. A bite barely grazed me and left me stunned. After that night, my body seems to start changing. Perhaps it was a side effect of the snake's venom, even though it was extracted in time. I thought that after the disaster, Edward and I would become closer, but no! He changed again, becoming as cold as he was in the beginning. Just to let you know, Edward is my new prom date. What? Edward, what's going on?
Exactly what you heard.
That moment became even more unsettling when Eric lost a lot to Celine. No! There must be some hidden mystery in this. Through investigation, I discovered a horrifying truth. Edward, the one who once captivated me, is a special Strigoi. What? What do you intend to do? This is the Vampire Academy. The professors will punish Strigoi.
Come on, they'd have to punish you as well then, Betty. Don't you remember anything?
According to his account, on a mission night, he bit me and turned me into a Strigoi. You? How dare you!
Be smart and stay quiet until my plan succeeds. When you return there, it will be you who faces danger.
What do you plan to do?
Give him what he deserves. A man who abandoned his wife and children like he did doesn't deserve the position of headmaster.
Edward seemed to be looking down on me too much. Even if I got punished, I had to warn everyone about his plan. When I arrived at prom, he and Celine had become the king and queen and received the Moonstone ring.
Something's not right.
He used the ring to control everyone's minds. This would make the Academy's defense line disappear, leading to the appearance of more Strigoi.
I don't care about what you're planning, just don't get in our way. What if I am the girl you truly care about?
However, perhaps even Edward didn't anticipate that Alan would change direction and rush towards me. The little remaining strength within me had already been used to break down the door to get here.
Ha! I guess I was right. She's the only one you care about, isn't she?
It turns out that Edward knew that Alan might target the girl next to him, so he intentionally let Celine become a decoy, replacing me at prom. Why did you save me? I've turned into a Strigoi too, you know.
Huh? Do you believe everything I say? You're stubborn right up to prom. Truly stubborn.
Right after that, I was also controlled by him to continue the unfinished plan.
You recognize me now, don't you? Unexpected that the son turned into a Strigoi can come back here for revenge, right? It's my mother. My mother sacrificed herself to save me, but it didn't work. And she ended up like this, even in her passing. She still wanted me to return this to you.
When the two rings were placed side by side, a strange and magical phenomenon occurred. Perhaps the magic of family bond. Back then, during the intense battle with the Strigoi, the headmaster bravely stormed through the front lines. However, he inadvertently lost track of his wife and son. They were threatened, and their safety was exchanged for the headmaster's appearance, but due to lost information, by the time they reached the headmaster, his loved ones were no more. The two rings were originally a pair, a testament to the love between Edward's parents. The memory segment ended simultaneously with the control of the rings over the vampires. inadvertently leading to a tragedy. It was the only way to end the immortal life of the Strigoi. Hey, you can't sleep! You haven't even apologized to me for what Celine did! Headmaster, please save him quickly! He's your own son!
Calm down, you're too noisy. Father, I'm sorry. Didn't expect to meet you like this.
The headmaster hastily used all his strength to exchange for Edward's life.
Please, Father, don't do that.
I can't lose my only loved one again.
It turns out there was a way to save Strigoi, but it required him to give up immortality and at the same time for a royal to sacrifice their power and even their life to save him. Edward was no longer a Strigoi, but it was a shame that his father, in addition to losing his power, was permanently disabled. Today, they will return to the castle deep in the forest to spend more time together.
Now that I've truly become a Dhampir, I will still work hard to practice and one day be able to protect and bond with you. As for you...
I'm willing to wait.
Look how impatient he is. Well, this time I admit defeat to you.
This story is a thank you message for Beth D, Lyco Girl 1789, who has contributed many ideas to WOA Fairy Tales. In the future, we hope to receive more contributions from the audience to further develop WOA Fairy Tales. Don't forget to subscribe to WOA Fairy Tales to help us reach 1 million subscribers soon. And now, please share your emotions with WOA Fairy Tales after watching today's story. See you in the upcoming episode!
Once upon a time in the distant kingdom of Anmak, there existed a mischievous tribe of fox spirits living apart from the human world. The fox spirits, who were well known for their intelligence and agility, possessed a tail capable of creating extremely useful fire. However, in opposite to their ferocious appearance, the fox spirit tribe was really gentle and kind. During the night, they used their tails to create warm fires that illuminated and provided warmth for the entire kingdom. The fox spirit clan had always lived in secret, deep within the forest. However, recent rumors began to spread that the fox spirits were attacking humans. At the same time, human was also in panic and fear because many of them had mysteriously lost or been killed without clear reasons. Thus, the human started to doubt that the mysterious fox spirit tribe living deep in the forest had murdered them.
The fox spirits are the culprits. We were chased by a fire of fox spirit.
The villagers were terrified and determined to overthrow the fox tribe. Besides, the tribe of fox spirits became more mysterious with the appearance of Sophia, the fox princess. She was so beautiful, with 9 tails that set her apart from her own tribe, who only had 1 tail. The unique appearance attracted many discussions among the foxes.
Our princess has a really unique tail.
What good is having 9 tails if you can't create fire? It's useless. That's the fact. Sophia was born in a mysterious red moon night with 9 beautiful tails, but she possessed no special magical abilities, not even the power to create fire. This worried the king and queen as they feared for Sophia's future without any extraordinary powers. Under the protection of the king and the queen, Sophia grew up happily. That year, when she reached 18 in the grand palace of the fox spirit tribe, everyone was celebrating her birthday with joy and dancing, when suddenly a group of people arrived to attack them. The fox spirit tribe was caught off guard. Everything was like a chaos. Everyone ran away in panic. At that most dangerous moment, The king and the queen had to take the princess to a secret tunnel behind the palace, but they could only get Sophia to safety before being unable to escape.
No! Dad! Mom! No!
Poor Sophia, in just one night, lost both her parents and her entire fox tribe. She ran through the night in tears before being exhausted and fainted. In her dream, the king and the queen appeared right in front of her.
Oh, my little princess, I'm so sorry.
Run far away. Find a safe place and live well. We will always be by your side.
Dad? Mom?
At that moment, joyful celebrations echoed from the direction of the palace, making Sophia hurtful. She couldn't understand why humans had such hatred for her fox spirit tribe. To find the truth, she decided to return to the palace of fox spirit tribe. Sophia was astonished while seeing the human was celebrating right in front of the glamorous palace of her tribe.
The peace is back! Fox Spirit is defeated! We don't have to be scared or to worry anymore!
It turned out that the people in the village had been experiencing mysterious deaths for a long time, and they believed that the fox tribe was using their fire-producing tails to harm humans. At this point, Sophia began to understand the reason why humans wanted to exterminate the entire fox tribe.
It's not right! Our fox spirit tribe could never harm human. We have always wanted to live in peace. There must be some misunderstanding here.
Then she immediately snuck into the village to investigate further. Suddenly, a suspicious-looking fox appeared, sneaking out from within the village. Nobody else seemed to notice, but Sophia was the only one who spotted it.
That guy is Fox Spirit? Why haven't I seen him before?
Sophia, with full of suspicion, decided to follow him into a deserted forest. Suddenly, an old woman collecting firewood approached. The fox immediately rushed there, causing the old woman to scream in horror and faint. Sophia really panicked because she had no magic power, so she couldn't attack him. To save the old woman, Sophia decided to take a daring step by taking off her cloak and throwing it to the wicked fox spirit. Luckily, the cloak wrapped around the fox's head, causing him to stumble and fall down a nearby slope. Right at that moment, the villagers finally came as he had heard the old woman scream. They saw Sophia, the nine-tailed fox spirit, standing next to an unconscious woman. They immediately misunderstood that she had been the attacker. Then, they chased and attacked her. Sophia fled to a cliff. The villagers then also got there and surrounded her.
I don't harm human! You all misunderstood me!
Not believing that, the villagers immediately attacked her. Suddenly, a light appeared and brought her away. Sophia could easily escape, but that only confirmed in the villagers' minds that she was a wicked nine-tailed fox who always harmed humans. She woke up in the forest and saw her parents' soul. My little princess, your father and I will always be with you. Watch you every day. Stay strong, my dear. Seeing her parents' soul fading away, Sophia was filled with sorrow. It seemed her parents had used too much of their energy to protect her, so they had lost the last energy to survive. Looking at her parents sacrifice themselves for her, Sophia was heartbroken, and that strengthened her determination.
I have to restore the honor of the Fox Spirit Tribe.
Once again, she decided to return to the village. However, she was better prepared. She diligently practiced martial arts day and night, always in a state of readiness for combat against that evil fox spirit. To prepare for the worst case, she always brought the sword along with her. However, no matter how hard she had tried, her 9 tails still couldn't make fire. That was the strongest weapon of the fox spirit tribe. But she was helpless with herself. Why can't I produce fire, no matter how hard I've trained? Am I truly useless? Then, on the mysterious dark night, the howling of wolves sent chills down her spine, and she felt something wrong. Sophia quickly rushed to the village and discovered large, suspicious footprints. It's too dangerous. I have to act immediately. Following the footprints, she reached an abandoned temple at the edge of the village. She was so astonished when seeing all the villagers who had been attacked and gone missing were imprisoned there.
Hello, beautiful Princess Sophia.
Sophia bewilderedly looked at him, and she exclaimed in astonishment, "Dad?" Yes, a face looked exactly like the majestic king of the fox spirit tribe. Also her revered father, but with a starkly different demeanor.
You must be terrified and full of suspicion now. Let me introduce myself first. I'm Morris, your father's identical twin brother.
My father's brother? But why? Why did you harm those innocent people? They haven't done anything to you.
It's all because of your father!
He told her the story from that year. It turned out that in the fox spirit tribe, there were 2 prince brothers who deeply loved each other, Maris and Felix. The elder brother Maris should have been the one who inherited the throne. However, for no apparent reason, their father chose Felix as his successor. Maris had been really angry, unable to accept the reality. He killed all the innocent creatures, then became a terrifying demon. Seeing his older brother lost his goodness, Felix devised a powerful plan to prevent further harm. Then, on a night with a blood-red moon, the same night when Sophia was born, a deafening howl, just like a wolf's, echoed through the forest. Felix rushed to the source of the sound, but it was too late. Maris had escaped and disappeared. Then years later, at that day, he came back for revenge. The king made a perfect decision because he had seen through your evil nature and ruthless mind. As the princess was about to finish her sentence, Maris prepared to end her. But suddenly, the crowd began to gather outside.
The show is about to begin.
Like a flash, he jumped onto the roof and left. The people arrived and found Sophia at the scene. Their anger and resentment swelled. They took her away without giving her a chance to explain. Sophia cried out in despair, unable to provide any clarification because Maris also came from her lineage. The villagers lit torches one after another and threw them towards her.
Your fox spirit tribe will have to pay for what you caused.
Everything is not like what you saw. Our fox spirit tribe is innocent. Quickly, a large fire burned out, swallowing Sophia's anguished cries of injustice. In her desperation, the spirits of the king and queen appeared once again beside Sophia, using their last remaining strength to create a protective circle of light that shielded her from the raging fire. Maris watched from a distance, satisfied that he had finally avenged Felix and the fox spirit tribe that he despised the most. The sky suddenly darkened and the moon turned blood red. Maris's bloodlust surged even stronger. With a maniacal howl, he went on a rampage, attacking everyone around, creating chaos. The horrific scene unfolded before Sophia's eyes, igniting a burning rage within her, unleashing a surge of power she had never experienced before. The flames were extinguished, and Sophia emerged with a stunning, formidable appearance. She was breathtakingly beautiful, with 9 fiery tails. With the power of her 9 tails, she quickly defeated Maris to the surprise of the villagers. The battle ended, the evil was punished, and the truth was revealed, restoring the Fox Spirit tribe's honor. And Human had a different look at the Fox Spirit. Sophia took the throne to lead the kingdom. She allowed humans and Fox Spirits to coexist peacefully. Her parents were proud of her. Then their souls faded away forever.
What would happen to them when facing this demon? Let's find it out on today's story with WOA Fairy Tales. Once upon a time in Magica Kingdom, where the people lived in peace and prosperity because the whole kingdom was always protected by the magical stone tablet. It created a protection shield which covered the whole kingdom and maintained the power for the royal family. The noble King Aaron brought the power of fire, and the noble Queen Milan of Magica Kingdom brought the power of light. They gave birth to their first little princess, and they waited to see her power. They brought the Princess Emily to the stone tablet and told her to put her hand on it. The tablet shone, the ground moved, plants grew around. Princess Emily brought the power of nature, and her power even overpassed the power of her parents. Therefore, when giving birth to the second princess, they really expected her power. But strangely, each time she put her hand on a tablet, there's nothing happening, even a small light. That made her parents really sad and disappointed. Without any power, Emma was just like an invisible girl in the palace, because everyone spent all of their love and admiration for Emily. The king and the queen was so proud of Emily. She was welcomed and praised everywhere she went. Little Emma had to grow up lonely. Although sometimes she had a feelings of self-pity, she was really pessimistic and kept the sadness inside.
How lucky Emily is. She has the supreme power, and everyone loves her, not like me. No, I'm not allowed to be jealous with her. She's carrying the great responsibilities, so it's understandable when everyone focuses on her.
Time slowly passed by until Emma's 80th birthday. She was excited and joyful from the early morning. But she was sad when realizing that everyone seemed to not remember her birthday. The palace was silent as other days. No flowers to decorate and no birthday party for her as well.
Sister, today...
Emma, you disturbed your sister's practice again. How many times have I told you that you are not allowed to bother Emily?
No, I didn't mean to disturb her, I just...
Save your excuses, Emma. The great responsibilities of this kingdom should have been shared equally for both of you. But now your sister has to take it all. But you don't understand it.
Father, why do you berate her like that? Just let her finish. In your eyes, there's only Emily. Even today is my birthday, no one remembers. No one cares. If you hate me like that, why did you give birth to me?
Then, she immediately ran out of the room. The king was so astonished and regretful that he chased after her. But it was too late. The little princess just wandered around until she got out of the protection shield and was lost to the cold and deep forest. Being hungry and thirsty with full of fears, she looked for the exit in vain, and she felt like someone was watching her. Suddenly, a ferocious wolf rushed there and attacked her. She was frightened and fell to the ground. Right at that moment, a man appeared, attacked the wolf, and chased it away. He saved her life.
Thank you so much for saving me.
Little girl, why did you wander alone here in this dangerous, deep forest?
I
I am the princess of Magica Kingdom. Just because I wasn't given the power by the magical stone tablet, then I gradually became invisible in everyone's eyes. Until today, it's my 18th birthday, but no one remembered it. Father King even yelled at me for disturbing my sister.
Poor you, my little princess. I have an idea which can help you.
What idea?
That tablet of stone is the cause for everything, so you just need to bring it here. You and me, together, we will hide it away. Then all the problems will be solved.
Is it okay to do it?
Why can't it be okay? We don't harm anyone.
All right, then I will see you here tomorrow.
Remember to come here in the evening, not the morning. See you tomorrow.
Emma was strict. She went back to the palace, stole her tablet, and brought it back to her room. The king knocked the door to say sorry to her. But Emma was determined not to open the door. The next day, in the late afternoon, Emma brought the tablet to meet the strange man.
Hey! Hey!
But she could find him nowhere. He just appeared when it's really late in the evening.
Let's hide the stone tablet together.
Oh, my princess. How naive you are. It's really easy to trick you.
Then he revealed himself as an evil demon king. He casted a spell, making the tablet lose all of its power. The protection shield around the kingdom also disappeared. He captured Emma and went to her kingdom to invade.
I've got the tablet. Those humans will lose all of their power. And of course, they will have to surrender soon.
But he didn't expect that they hadn't lost all of their power. They're just weakened. They still bravely fought against the Demon King. The Demon King was more powerful at that time. He even had Emma in his hand, so her family didn't dare to attack too intensely. They quickly got injured by Demon King's attack. Then he used all of his power to perform the last attack to eliminate them. Emma was so hurtful. She bit the Demon King so hard that made him let her out. Then she rushed to her parents and took a critical hit for them. The whole family was all injured, but they still tried to gather together, held each other's hand, and they hugged each other. Seeing the stone tablet inside his hand moved, like it wanted to fly towards that family. The Demon King smirked, then broke the tablet down into pieces. He came closer, intended to finish Emma's family. Right at that moment, Emma suddenly remembered that the Demon King seemed to be afraid of the light.
Everyone, his weakness is the light. Let the light shine on him. We will have the chance to win.
Emma's mother quickly used her last power to cast a spell, making the light shine bright. The Demon King was so frightened that he stepped back. Emily cleverly controlled the vines to tie him up. The king used his fire power to burn him into ashes. The Demon King was defeated. They sadly collected the breaking pieces of the stone tablet to put them together. But no matter how hard they tried, they still couldn't find the last piece of the stone tablet. Emma gently came closer and gave Emily that last piece.
Emma, you are the last piece of our family. I hand over this mission to you.
Emma, I'm sorry for accidentally hurting you. I just want you to know that we always love you. That last piece belongs to you.
They all wanted Emma to put that last piece into the magical stone tablet. Miraculously, when Emma completed the last piece, the tablet shone bright. The power and the protection shield immediately came back with the kingdom. On the stone tablet, the image of their happy family was displayed. Turned out that Emma's power was greater than everyone had thought. She didn't own the visible power like her parents and her sister. However, she had a great invisible power. That's the power of love, the connection, and the family love. The protection shield was re-established. The king gave the throne to his daughters, then the two sisters.
Persephone is the goddess of nature, the one who sows the seeds of life. And at the same time, she is also the queen of the underworld.
Subscribe to the WOA Fairy Tales channel to find out why Persephone is our underworld queen.
In ancient times, nature was always abundant all year round, and it was all thanks to Persephone's effort. However, the creatures were indifferent and unfeeling, not valuing life or the fruits sown by Persephone. No matter how hard Persephone tried, the result remained the same, and she was deeply troubled by this.
Oh, poor Raven!
The lucky raven was saved by the goddess of nature.
Why are you so infatuated? Fly away!
A few days later, the raven returned, and Persephone couldn't believe that it was Hades, the king of the underworld. Since that day, he had a deep affection for Persephone.
Persephone, come with me to the underworld. Be my queen.
The goddess loathed Hades for constantly believing that he was undermining the results of her life-giving work.
Never! I still have a mission. Life and loss cannot coexist. If I had known you were a raven, I wouldn't have...
That's enough.
He wanted Persephone at any cost and abducted her. Even though Hades promised many things like power and wealth.
No, no, no! Release me, you wicked!
Yes. Guard the door carefully.
The king of the underworld was determined not to release Persephone. Every day he would personally come to take care of the wife he had kidnapped. No matter how much she resisted.
La, la, la! I can't hear anything! I can't hear anything! You monster! Stop clinging to me!
Warm water? Shall I call a servant for you?
You impolite person, you scoundrel! I am a lady!
Persephone couldn't take it anymore. She tried to escape, but couldn't. Until one day, Hades and his subordinates were in a hurry to resolve an issue and forgot to seal the door to her room. The nature goddess didn't miss the opportunity, but Persephone realized that the souls were entirely different from the indifferent creatures on the surface. Some souls were afraid, some were in pain, and some were extremely happy.
Do the souls here have emotions? While they were on the surface, they were indifferent.
The nature goddess decided to stay and investigate what she had always struggled with. Even though she didn't want to, she had to accept Hades' care.
So, you agree to be my queen?
Thanks to this, Persephone gained more power. She used the opportunity to travel all over the underworld to learn about the souls.
You lied! The demons will torment you! You cannot escape!
Why are you so cruel? Aren't these souls unjustly accused?
They are always deceitful. To avoid guilt, I am never wrong. Next one!
A cold, cruel person? How can he bring emotions to these souls?
Another deceitful soul. Lock her up! Torment her!
No! I'm innocent! Please, let me go! I'm innocent!
Stop! I will personally judge this girl.
It's impossible! You are...
The queen of the underworld, right? I have the right!
Huh?
It was only when Persephone empathized with the other souls that she discovered the mysteries and the faults of Hades.
So, I'm free. Thank you. I'm alive again.
Persephone felt extremely satisfied because she had embarrassed Hades. But from that day on, Hades began to judge the souls in her way. Despite his terrifying appearance, it didn't suit the task. Persephone realized that Hades' gift of loss brought emotions to the souls. They were happy to be back from the realm of the dead. They were sad to leave life behind. They regretted things they hadn't done in life.
So, both loss and life are necessary for people to have emotions, right?
Persephone gradually understood the true nature of Hades. He always judged the souls fairly. That's why he started following her example. With the goddess of life guiding the souls became easier. Hades always took the time to listen to her opinions.
I'm grateful to you, Persephone. Thanks to you, I won't make mistakes anymore.
It had been a long time since someone recognized Persephone.
I followed your advice, and I built a paradise for good souls. If you miss home, you can come here. To ease your homesickness.
Persephone realized that Hades had become much gentler, and it seemed like he respected her, never causing her harm.
Hades, why do you have feeling for me?
You have a strong life force, warmth, enthusiasm. Those are things I lack. Things I can't find in the underworld.
Their love didn't last long because...
My lord, we're in trouble, my lord.
You rascal!
For some reason, too many new souls descended into the underworld, and even the old souls couldn't escape.
Life on Earth is being destroyed. People can't survive. They can't reproduce anymore.
It's because I'm not there to sow the seeds of life. I have to return to the surface.
No, you can't go.
You're the king of the underworld. You must understand that this can't happen.
The nature goddess was right. Faced with so many souls, Hades couldn't argue. Afraid that Persephone would take the opportunity to escape forever, he hatched a sinister plan.
If you eat this pomegranate, you will be bound to the underworld forever. Wait, Persephone! The road to the surface is long. Carry this pomegranate with you.
But when Hades was full of confidence in his plan...
Everything is thanks to Persephone and our Lord. Everything will be saved. You will all be revived.
For the first time, Hades realized that these beings were not afraid, but completely trusted him.
They trust us because of Persephone. Isn't she also trusting me? Does she truly love me? I can't deceive her again.
Persephone ran happily to the surface, paying no attention to the pomegranate.
Persephone, the goddess of nature, she's back!
She's alive! She's been saved!
It had been a long time since Persephone made the creatures on the surface have emotions again. And she realized that, to truly love life, one had to experience loss and pain, which made her own bountiful life all the more precious. Calm and peaceful, Persephone finally realized how hungry and tired she was.
Stop!
Hades had to confess everything to Persephone.
You still haven't eaten the pomegranate. Please give it back to me. Please!
Persephone was extremely furious, but remembering the anticipation of others and looking into Hades' sincere eyes.
Persephone, what are you doing?
I've come to realize that to give meaning to my life, I need to experience loss. Loss of life makes people cherish it, and it's all because of you. That's why you are the missing piece I need.
Because she only ate half of the pomegranate, Persephone wasn't completely bound to the underworld. For half a year, she stayed in the underworld, making the world dry and barren, which was winter. For the other half of the year, she brought spring,
richness from the realm of the dead. The mortal realm always anticipated the moment when the goddess of spring returned. And Persephone, she was content because she had found the missing piece to make up for her shortcomings.
Once upon a time, there was a legendary friendship between humans and unicorns. It was a friendship between Queen Nebula and the unicorn maiden Emma. The two of them played and confided in each other like kindred spirits. Nebula shared with Emma about the splendid life in the castle, while Emma shared with the Queen about her mysterious planet, Starlight. One day, the connection between them vanished. Since then, no one ever mentioned this friendship again. It's said that Emma lives on a distant planet in a galaxy called Starlight. There is only one season throughout the year, and that is spring. The grass, trees, flowers, and leaves are always fresh, covering everything in a pleasant green. It is also the home of the unicorn tribe. They adorn themselves with smooth fur and sharp, colourful horns. Emma has a daughter named Aurora, who is even more extraordinary. Aurora has a 7-coloured horn and a beautiful coat. She has the skill of riding the wind on clouds with utmost proficiency. This is what worries Emma deeply.
Aurora, on the night of the fullest moon, you must leave here.
Why is that, Mother?
Emma could only embrace Aurora and cry. The fateful day finally arrived. As Emma led Aurora out of the house, a group of unfamiliar unicorns attacked.
Run quickly!
Emma and Aurora ran to the edge of the abyss, the boundary between Starlight and Earth. They looked at each other and made a determined leap into the chasm. As Emma prepared to jump, she was suddenly struck by the unicorn's enchantment. With no other choice, Aurora's mother fought with all her might to protect her.
Mother!
Before taking her final breath, Emma used all her strength to push Aurora away from the planet Starlight and transformed her into a human form to escape the pursuit of the wicked. Falling to Earth, Aurora woke up to find herself lying in the middle of a forest, her memories lost.
Where is this?
Aurora suddenly heard a sound, and it turned out to be a young man who was hunting. The soldiers were wary of Aurora's strange appearance, but this young man was not. I am Liam, the prince of this kingdom. What is your name? Where are you from? I will take you back.
I don't know.
Then come back to my castle for treatment of your injuries. Afterwards, I will find a way to take you back. Upon arriving at the castle, Liam took care of Aurora attentively. From now on, I shall call you Aurora for easier address. It was a remarkable coincidence that it matched her name from the planet Starlight, although she had no knowledge of it.
I like this name!
Every day, Liam brought the most nourishing food for Aurora. Just be yourself. However, due to the instinct of the unicorn species, Aurora still inhabited some peculiar actions that frightened many. Liam patiently instructed Aurora on how to hold the knife and fork correctly. Fortunately, Aurora quickly grasped everything, astonishing everyone. On another occasion, Prince Liam organized a horse racing competition, and Aurora was extremely fascinated. 3, 2, 1, start! Aurora, let me teach you how to ride a horse.
Hold on to this rein. Let's go! The two ventured into the forest, enjoying the scenery and engaging in cheerful conversation. Aurora realized that her heart raced with excitement when she was by Liam's side, and Liam felt the same. Aurora, let me stay by your side and take care of you. Aurora was surprised by the sudden proposal from Prince Liam, but deep in her heart, she silently accepted that love. However, something urged Aurora in her mind that she could not belong to this earth. Every night when Aurora fell into a deep sleep, she often had nightmares. Aurora woke up abruptly, tears streaming from her eyes.
Why am I crying? What does that planet have to do with me? Who is that suffering woman?
Aurora thought for a moment and decided to find the answers. She recorded all the information and images she saw in her dreams. Every day, she would take them out and read in hopes of recalling something. On a beautiful day, Aurora took a walk in the forest and came across an old horse being surrounded by a group of hunters. Without hesitation, Aurora quickly rushed to protect the horse. Involuntarily, Aurora's lost memories appeared before her. Through the invisible threads connecting all species, those memories were awakened. Everything was vivid and clear. Aurora remembered everything, her roots and origins.
I must return to the planet Starlight once more to find the one who harmed my mother.
Immediately, Aurora revealed everything to Prince Liam, how she had regained all her memories. Liam's face changed suddenly, and he appeared worried. Do not worry, I will find every way to help you return. That night, while Aurora was tossing and turning, she saw Prince Liam entering the room.
What is the prince planning to do? What are you doing? Are you planning to take my horn so I can never return to my planet? I will never forgive you!
Aurora didn't allow Liam to explain. She wiped away her tears and ran straight out of the castle, heading towards the forest. Above the full moon shone its light directly onto Aurora. She ran and stretched her neck, suddenly transforming into her unicorn form. Aurora approached a mountain peak, leaped up onto a cloud, and flew straight back to the planet Starlight. As soon as Aurora set foot on her beloved planet, she was attacked by a group of unicorns.
Finally, you have returned! Ha 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 ha! Capture her for me!
In a dark room, Aurora sat and wept uncontrollably. Suddenly, Liam's voice spoke up. Aurora, Aurora! Liam had followed Aurora and clung onto the cloud to accompany her back here. The Unicorn Lord wants to capture you as a sacrifice to the divine spirits.
A sacrifice to the divine spirits?
In the past, your mother and mine were close friends. They met regularly. When your mother became pregnant, she came to my mother for help.
The child I'm carrying would bring misfortune to the planet. On the night of the fullest moon, the child had to become a sacrifice to dispel the ill fate. Nebula, please help me protect this child. Never let it return to that dangerous place.
After that, my mother was secretly discovered by the Unicorn Lord and forbidden from coming to Earth. My mother anxiously awaited news of your arrival, fearing for your health.
On the upcoming full moon, a unicorn girl will fall into this forest. She is Aurora. Please take care of and protect her in my place.
Mother? That's why from the beginning, Liam named her Aurora, even though she didn't remember her name. Liam didn't seem like a stranger by Aurora's side. Most importantly, Liam wanted to take Aurora's horn so that she wouldn't have to endure the torment of her past.
I'm sorry for misunderstanding you.
Let's leave this place.
Don't even think about escaping.
Suddenly, a radiant glow emanated from Aurora. She yelled and used her horn to shoot a spell that shattered the prison door. Liam was freed, and Aurora quickly lifted him onto her back, and they ran swiftly. They reached the edge of the abyss, the border between starlight and earth, where Aurora had once escaped from the forces of evil.
Should I jump into that abyss once again? Liam is a human, and if we jump from this height, he won't survive.
Ha 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 ha! Keep running!
The Unicorn Lord cast a spell towards Aurora, and she swiftly rose, retaliating with her horn. But his power was too strong. The Unicorn Lord continued his attack on Aurora, and Liam rushed forward to shield her, causing him to fall from the abyss. The Unicorn Lord laughed triumphantly, exerting all his strength to create a magical sphere to capture Aurora.
Prepare for the divine sacrifice, Aurora!
Aurora stretched her neck, kicked her legs, and aimed her horn directly at the sphere. Suddenly, the magical sphere cracked, and all the magic burst out, reversing its effect on the Unicorn Lord, causing him to disintegrate. The shockwave of the explosion was so powerful that it shook the ground, causing Aurora and Liam to fall into the abyss. Aurora swiftly reached out and embraced him. Both fell to earth, and Liam gradually regained consciousness. He was in anguish when he saw Aurora by his side. Aurora, please wake up! Liam suddenly remembered the act of taking Aurora's horn. I have a solution! Saying so, Liam took out a knife from his person and transformed Aurora back into a human form. You're awake!
Where am I? Who are you?
Because she saved Liam, Aurora lost her memories once again. But Liam was still happy, as he could be with her forever. Aurora no longer had to endure painful memories. Allow me to introduce. This is Earth, and I am Liam, the one who has silently loved you for a long time. From now on, let's call you Aurora. The two would learn about each other again, fall in love from the beginning, and live happily together forever. The story ends here. Don't forget, in the depths of the human subconscious, angels always perform benevolent deeds, bringing radiance to humanity. But what if one day an angel were to turn malevolent and cruel? Subscribe to WOA Fairy Tales channel to discover the outcome. Alicia was the least skilled among the celestial beings. Not only that, but she also refused to learn and consistently projected an air of arrogance and obstinacy. Alicia's daily task was to guide virtuous souls to heaven. Yet, due to her careless disposition, she often lost souls when she brought them to the gates of heaven.
Useless! If you make another mistake, do not blame us!
Alicia could only mutter in frustration before walking away. One fateful day, Alicia captured a soul, and just then, the god of death, Moros, made his appearance.
What do you intend to do?
I shall take this soul down to hell! Ha ha!
This soul belongs to me!
Witnessing Alicia's determination, Moros altered his plan.
Very well. I will entrust this soul to you, and even aid you in collecting many more. All you need to do is bring down the soul tree, the celestial creature.
It's just a tree. It won't affect me. Alright, I agree.
With the agreement settled, Moros pushed the soul back to Alicia, who joyfully transported it to heaven. Thanks to Moros' assistance, Alicia continuously amassed numerous souls, surpassing her fellow angels and leaving everyone astounded. Alicia grew increasingly haughty, looking down on everyone, include Lucius, her close friend.
You can stop following me!
Well done, Alicia. Soon you will receive a significant reward, a new pair of wings.
Thank you, Archangel.
But the contract with Moros had to be fulfilled that very night.
I will execute it meticulously to avoid detection. It's just a tree after all, and it won't harm heaven.
That night, Alicia surreptitiously approached the soul tree and, in the blink of an eye, dismantled it. Alicia raised the root, laughing with delight. Suddenly, a cage descended, entrapping her.
Release me!
You dare defy the rules of heaven!
Please forgive me. I was influenced by someone else.
This is the soul tree, crucial to heaven. And because of your recklessness and insolence, you were unaware of these details.
The gates of heaven closed, and Alicia was officially banished. Wait, Alicia, I will help you regain your position.
I don't need your help.
Huh? Alicia wandered aimlessly, now just an obscure goddess.
I brought what you want! I was banished from heaven for this mistake.
Those angels truly do not know how to appreciate talent. Join my team. This hell always welcomes everyone, without discrimination or disdain.
Nowhere else remains for me. Only Moros is willing to assist. I agree.
Moros promptly transformed Alicia into a bona fide angel of death. Every day, Alicia collected souls to transport to hell. One time, when Alicia spotted the soul of a poor old woman hiding, she chased it closely.
Huh?
The soul was intercepted by Lucius, infuriating Alicia. Huh? I will take the old lady to heaven, because during her lifetime, she did many good deeds.
Huh?
You once helped me a lot when I was still an angel, and now you're fighting over a soul with me?
Lucius, thinking Alicia had truly changed her attitude toward him, didn't expect what happened next. Alicia, in a fit of anger, pulled the soul away. Alicia, don't let malevolent forces corrupt your soul. An angel's heart will always belong to you. As the cages gradually filled with more and more trapped souls, everyone cried out in protest, refusing to accept being sent to hell.
Alicia, sooner or later, you will become a true angel of death.
The weaklings in heaven will have their eyes opened.
Alicia continued her vigorous search for souls. In the midst of her determination, a young boy soul collided with her.
Do you know who I am? I am the Angel of Death. Today is my lucky day.
Please help me. I found myself as a soul when I woke up. I just want to bid farewell to my parents one last time. Huh? Please, help me.
Alicia was moved and escorted the boy home. Their house was in disrepair, and cries emanated from within as they approached the door. The boy's mother sobbed, trying to wipe away her tears, while his father was in despair.
Where is our son? Why hasn't he returned home?
Now they were utterly helpless, clinging to the hope of a miracle. The boy had ventured to the beach to collect small fish for sale, aiming to assist his parents. Unfortunately, a violent wave swept him away.
Huh? Angel of Death, please reveal the location of my body to them.
Huh? No, it's too late.
Seeing the boy's tear-filled eyes, Alicia relented.
Huh?
Alicia escorted the boy's parents to the beach, where his lifeless body lay.
My son!
Wake up, son!
Angel of Death, please, don't take our only child. I am willing to exchange my soul to save my son.
Alicia was moved by the sacred bond and self-sacrifice of the boy's parents. She no longer cared about her duty as the Angel of Death. She simply cast the spell to return the boy's soul to his body. The boy woke up, and his family rejoiced ecstatically. They thanked Alicia and took the boy back home. Alicia watched with a sense of relief, experiencing happiness for the first time upon receiving such praise.
You dare defy the principles of the Angel of Death?
Moros opened a dimensional door to drag Alicia to hell.
You have betrayed heaven, and now you betray hell. I will drain the life force of the angels and cast you into the 18 layers of hell, with no chance of escape.
As Moros prepared to seal the dimensional door, Lucius unexpectedly leaped forward to confront him.
Lucius!
I will always protect you.
In the past, I was ashamed of my weakness and unworthy of you. I always tried to drive you away, but I truly apologize.
Lucius embraced Alicia, and she finally accepted his love. Moros took advantage of their distraction and launched a counterattack. Alicia rushed to defend them, but Moros quickly overpowered her. Lucius, witnessing this, risked everything to engage Moros. Alicia, seeing the plight of the trapped souls, immediately released them all from their cages.
No!
The souls overwhelmed Moros, releasing their pent-up resentment. Alicia hastily helped Lucius and escaped through the dimensional door. Alicia and Lucius returned to heaven and faced the Archangel.
I deeply regret my foolish actions. I hope you can forgive me.
Your transgressions have been erased by helping the boy's soul return to his body. It was a noble act that angels should perform.
From now on, Alicia would be a responsible angel and live happily with Lucius forever.
What would happen if a bride passed away right before her wedding? She would become a ghost bride. Let me go! I'm innocent! Bride Samara was kidnapped right before her wedding. Release me! Set me free! Who are you? While struggling with the kidnapper, Samara accidentally fell into a ravine and passed away. Descending to hell, Samara cried out for justice, but in vain. Death and the King of Hell believed they were not at fault. After 100 years of incessant cries, refusing to be reborn or to transcend, the King of Hell personally examined her.
Subscribe to the WOA Fairy Tales channel so that we can reach 1 million. You, demon, this is the narrator's script. Bring me the Book of Death.
The King of Hell had indeed made a mistake. Samara had departed earlier than scheduled in the Book of Death. However, he couldn't resurrect Samara. She had too many attachments, consumed by both hatred for the kidnapper and regret for not having a happy wedding.
You need to resolve all of your eager desires so that I can bring you back to life. Find the kidnapper. If he's no longer alive, find his descendants and bring them down here to pay for his deeds. That way, you will be able to resolve your revenge.
According to the law of yin and yang, Samara had only 3 months in the mortal realm. Beyond this deadline, her soul would vanish forever. Wandering on the earthly realm for a few days, Samara witnessed an unjust scene. The poor artist Norman, bewildered, couldn't understand why he was being chased by the nobleman Jack. Samara couldn't ignore this scene. Boo!
Hey, are you a ghost?
Can't you tell? And why is that guy chasing you? It turned out that Norman's ancestors owed a debt to Jack's ancestors. Jack often used this old debt to pressure Norman.
Thank you for saving me. Is there anything I can do to help you?
Having little memory of the mortal realm, Samara needed Norman's guidance. But there had to be a connection for the ghost to coexist with the living, a way to create a yin-yang bond. How about you marry me?
What?
Of course, Norman couldn't agree to such a thing. And so many unfortunate events began to unfold from the moment he refused Samara. Determined to make Norman pay, Samara caused mischief to force him to marry her. Eventually, Norman couldn't bear it anymore. What are you thinking now? Dealing with ghosts and demons was highly forbidden, and poor Norman had no choice but to have a ghost wedding with Samara.
So, do you agree to marry the bride?
No, yes, I mean...
If you don't agree...
Yes, I agree.
Norman's life changed from that moment on. Living with a ghostly wife was certainly not an easy task.
What are you doing?
There were many conflicts between the mortal youth and the 100-year-old ghost. How rude! How dare you! I'm over 100 years older than you!
Who knows if ghosts even take baths?
He plays the instrument so well. I wish he were mine. Numerous funny and amusing situations occurred between the two of them.
Sorry, ladies. I have to go.
He plays the instrument so well. Oh, I wish he were mine.
Don't be jealous like a child.
Things happened strangely when one day Jack appeared again, causing trouble for Norman. Witnessing that scene, Samara recalled the time that she had been harmed by an evil person in the past.
Huh? What are you hiding in there? Open the door, or don't blame me for being wicked. You'll see.
Handsome guys, come here with me. Come closer and see. Don't leave me alone. Jack was terrified that he ran away. Moved by Samara's kindness, Norman started to make an effort to understand her more. Norman's life became less difficult without Jack's harassment. Samara also helped Norman find evidence.
so that he could report Jack's crimes to the royal court. As for Norman, he enthusiastically helped Samara find the descendants of the kidnapper. Every time Samara felt sad thinking about her past life, Norman was there to listen to her. A love between a mortal and a ghost slowly blossomed between this couple. However, nearly 3 months of searching for the sword brought no results for them.
Huh?
Still nothing?
As the sun rises, my time is also running out. I may have to leave forever.
Isn't there any other way?
Norman, there is something I have to tell you. What is it?
Huh? No, forgive me. I just passed by unintentionally.
Something familiar caught Samara's attention.
He ran away. Let him go. What were you gonna say?
Is that sword his?
It's his family's sword. Last time, he was scared and ran away. So, he must have taken it out to use temporarily.
That sword belongs to the one who kidnapped me! Oh, he is the descendant of the one who kidnapped me! I never expected that! Oh, thank you, Norman! I will return to you!
Hey!
Samara quickly pulled Jack's soul down to be judged by the King of Hell. But just as Samara was rejoicing, thinking about her resurrection.
Not this person.
What? It can't be! I'm certain! That sword belongs to the kidnapper! It's his family heirloom! Jack is his descendant! Jack is...
This sword, it wasn't originally mine.
Huh? Then who does it belong to?
No, my grandfather confiscated it to collect the debt from Norman's grandfather.
What? How is that possible?
Norman! Here he is! Right, that's him. He's the one. He's your ancestor. Norman is the one you must seek revenge on.
Consumed by hatred, Samara flew back to the mortal realm to seek revenge on Norman.
Huh? What should I do now?
Norman, visiting the graves of his ancestors, unaware of what was about to happen. Is this the grave of your ancestors?
Samara? I thought you'd had...
I thought so too. In her frenzy, Samara explained everything, blaming Norman and his ancestors for stealing her life away. You must pay for your life! I will drag you to hell!
I accept. As long as you can live, my ancestors have wronged you. I will bear their sins in their place.
Samara suddenly snapped back to her senses. How could she harm such a kind-hearted person? Someone who had given her a period of happiness she had never experienced before. No! How could I? You have done nothing wrong. I cannot harm someone who cares.
Samara! No, the sun is rising. Please take me to hell, Samara. There's still time. Please.
I'm sorry, Norman. Norman's life seemed to return to its previous state. As for Jack, the King of Hell told him everything before sending him back to the mortal realm.
He's still alive, which means the female ghost is gone, according to my plan.
You can't hide anymore! Come out!
It's not the time now.
How dare you!
What about the handsome guys? Come here with me. Come closer and see.
It can't be. That ghost must have vanished, right?
Are you Jack? We received a complaint about you. Where are your companions? Catch them!
Oh, Samara. I thought...
I thought so too. It turns out, at that moment, I didn't actually vanish. When I forgave you, I no longer had any trace of resentment. I also have a happy marriage with you, something that was taken away from me. So, I no longer hold any grudges. The King of Hell called me back for rebirth.
But you've been down there for so long. Your loved ones are no longer here, aren't they?
Perhaps, I guess.
Or maybe you should stay here with me.
But
Will you agree?
I agree! And from that moment on, they lived happily together, forever and ever.
Once upon a time in a kingdom, there was a beautiful princess named Aurora. Aurora was deeply loved by her father. He taught her archery, horse fighting, sword fighting, with the hope that when she grew up, Aurora would become a benevolent and brave successor. Unfortunately, the older Aurora grew, the more lazy she became. She ordered the servants to do everything. She especially liked to sleep, often arriving late or absent from important kingdom ceremonies, simply because she was asleep. One day, Aurora was sitting on a palanquin to go to the temple of the goddess Thera to attend an important rite of sacrifice in early spring. Then suddenly, she saw an amazing light in the house far away. Aurora was attracted when she saw the mysterious house, and she didn't want to go to the boring ceremony. So she thought of a way to escape without being disturbed by the guards. Stop! Stop! Go back to the palace and get me a snowflake-shaped hairpin. Without it, I wouldn't go to the ceremony. Hurry back and get it. I'll wait here. The soldiers hurried back to the palace, and Aurora quickly followed the emitting light and stopped in front of a small house. Hello, dear Princess Aurora. I have been waiting for you for a long time. I would like to introduce myself. I am Miam, a powerful witch who has the wish orb. This orb says that you always want to sleep comfortably without being woken by anyone, right? I will help you make that wish come true. You will sleep as much as you like, and when you want to wake up, just call my name 3 times. The more people I help achieve their wishes, the more powerful this orb will be. Come on, Aurora. Are you ready?
Sleep as long as I want? How great! Whenever I want to wake up, I just call her name. I have nothing to lose and can sleep comfortably. Okay, this orb is so wonderful. How can I refuse?
Come on, touch the orb and think of your wish. So Aurora was tricked by the witch into the world of sleep without knowing that she was a cruel person who stole people's time so that she could become younger and more beautiful. How wonderful is the taste of youth and beauty. The longer you sleep, the younger I will be. And if you keep sleeping and sleeping forever, your longevity, your beauty will belong to me. At the same time, Aurora's mind also woke up. She panicked and looked around. The white space was terrifyingly quiet. This empty place is my wish? Miam! Miam! Miam!
Why didn't she show up? Did she deceive me? All right, just stay here and sleep for a while. Aurora was just half asleep when suddenly a noise woke her up.
Come on!
There is someone here! Aurora hurriedly ran around looking for and stopped in front of an endless high mountain with steps separated by arm's length, extremely dangerous. Hey man, what are you doing?
Hello, miss. Who are you?
Are you okay?
It's okay, I'm used to it. Were you also tricked by the evil witch Miam into this world of sleep?
Well...
Poor you. But it's okay. Just past this mountain, we will reach the gate of the world of sleep, where there is a magic orb. We'll smash it and get out of here.
I have to climb a mountain without seeing the top. Very tired then. It's also good to be here. You don't lose energy, and you can sleep as much as you want. You even don't have to do anything.
God, do you know what will happen to us? Look!
Philip reached out his hand to gently touch the white membrane around. Suddenly, the reflection of the king and queen everywhere, looking for someone to save the princess in pain and despair, appeared.
Oh no! My father and my mother!
When we get lost here, our loved ones will be extremely painful and worried about us. Miam will always show us their suffering so that we will be more tormented and sad, and thus she will easily absorb the power faster. Follow me, I'll show you this. Look, when they get lost in this world, they're all young boys and girls like us. But because their will to escape is corroded, their beauty and longevity have been absorbed by Miam. If we keep procrastinating and enjoying this magical sleep, we will be just like them.
Oh my god! Is that true? I'm getting old! Quick, get me out of here! Please!
Okay, let's cross that mountain together. Set foot on the gate of this world.
On the way, they met an old woman leaning on a cane with a tired face collapsed on the side of the road. Aurora and Philip quickly helped the old woman sit up. Appreciated by the kindness of the two, the old woman gave them a knife and a rope.
Try to break this world of sleep. I don't have the strength to get out of here. It's all thanks to the two of you.
The two bowed their heads in thanks and continued their journey.
Let's start!
The two worked hard, climbing up each extremely dangerous ladder.
Oh, your physical strength is quite good.
Well, I was taught martial arts by my father from a young age. There is not a mountain in the kingdom that I have not yet conquered. But because I was lazy, refusing to learn martial arts, so my health is a bit weaker. If only I had worked harder, I wouldn't have been tricked by Miam.
So what did she say to you?
She said I would be able to sleep as much as I could, and just call her name 3 times to wake up. Who knows?
It's okay. I was tricked by her too. She always pretends to satisfy all the unreasonable desires of people to push them into this place, which is very dangerous.
That I'm too lazy. I have betrayed my father.
It's okay. You're changing for the better. Take a look down at how far you've come.
Wow! We're almost there!
Suddenly, there were a lot of small stones fell from the top of the mountain, causing both of them to be surprised. Aurora almost slipped and fell.
Take this, Aurora!
Ah! Help! give up! It's almost there! After many efforts, the two also reached the top of the mountain, where the magic orb was emitting a magical light. We nailed it! The magic orb is here! Feeling that someone was about to touch the wish orb, the witch immediately went into the dream world and quickly stopped their plan. It's too early to celebrate! Who do you think you are? Watch this! Haha, lazy princess, what can you do? Stay in this world of sleep. You just need to rest without doing anything. No one will call you to study or practice swords. How leisurely. I won't have to do anything. Just sleep.
Aurora, wake up! Don't let her charm you!
Aurora was clutching her head in pain. Philip's call seemed to wake her up. Childhood images kept appearing in her mind. Why? Why? I ended up like this. What should I do? The witch took the opportunity when Aurora was struggling in pain, hastily sucked Aurora's lifespan, causing her to quickly become old. No! No! I definitely won't let you two down! Childhood memories reminded her of her old self, who was extremely strong and always working hard. She seemed to wake up, realizing her true self was not what the witch said. No one can steal anything from me without my permission! I'm going to destroy this stupid world! Ma'am, take this! You! Philip, are you okay?
I'm fine. You have defeated the witch. It's spectacular.
That's right. Now, world of sleep, go away! After Aurora woke up, she rushed back to the palace to meet her parents and correct her mistake. I'm sorry, you two. I betrayed you two. From now on, I will change, become a worthy successor. From then on, Aurora practiced swordsmanship, archery, and reading. She often disguised herself as a commoner to go out of the palace, visit, and help the people. Once, she ran into Philip again when she was leaving the palace. Philip? Is that you?
Right, Aurora. I didn't expect to see you again.
Later, Aurora became the queen to rule the kingdom, and Philip became a general, Aurora's right-hand man.
How was your day, my princess? Once upon a time, there lived a girl named Athena. Have you subscribed to the WOA Fairy Tales channel yet?
What?
Athena was a kind and beautiful student at the Royal School of Magic, but she was extremely insecure. She always thought of herself as weak and incompetent. Athena lived in seclusion, with few friends, poor academic results, and she never dared to step out of her safe zone. Being lonely, she often wandered alone in deserted places. One day, while exploring, Athena discovered two deer trapped in the wicked wizard's trap. Her kind heart couldn't ignore the situation.
What? How could it be so easy?
The trapped deer turned out to be a goddess. Athena had unknowingly rescued her and became her loyal servant. To show her gratitude, the goddess decided to give Athena
Alice, my demonic servant's name. But how? So be it. I'm leaving now. Wait a moment!
From that moment, Athena's life changed forever. She didn't want to be in this situation. Who wouldn't be afraid with a mischievous demon following them? Athena was too scared to talk about it or introduce Alice to anyone else. But gradually, Athena realized that the demon wasn't a bad person. Whenever she encountered trouble, Alice always came to her rescue without waiting for orders. The demonic servant tried his best to help Athena improve her magical abilities.
What are you doing?
It was easy to understand that little by little, Athena developed feelings for her servant. But no matter how she expressed her feelings, the detestable servant always rejected her.
Why don't you understand, you fool?
You humans won't live long. Alice had once loved Minerva, a human girl. When Minerva left, he was so heartbroken that he began to resent humans for their weaknesses. Athena couldn't make the demon's heart change. Unless something unexpected happened on that day, Lucifer, the former master of Alice, wanted to destroy Athena so that Alice could return to serving him. Of course, Alice couldn't accept that. He successfully defeated Lucifer, but was severely injured and struggled to recover. Athena's crying deeply moved even the goddess.
There is only one remedy for Alice, but it has been lost for a long time.
To help Alice, the goddess granted Athena the power to travel back in time to find this remedy.
I have changed your appearance. It's forbidden to reveal your identity to avoid disrupting the timeline. Find the temple of Lucifer.
And so, Athena traveled back in time and began her journey to save the one she loved. After many days of searching, Athena finally arrived at the temple the goddess had mentioned. There, she easily found a container that she thought was the remedy. But our heroine was mistaken. It wasn't a medicine inside the container, but...
Thank you, young girl. I am Alice, the demonic servant. I'm cursed to serve another forever. Lucifer, the current master, imprisoned me in this jar for refusing to commit evil deeds for him. Lucifer's magic is weakening. You set me free. Now, you're the master. What's your name?
Unable to reveal her true identity, Athena blurted out the first name that came to her mind.
Minerva? It's Minerva.
Once again, Athena, under the name of Minerva, became the master of the demon. Due to Alice's weakness, Athena postponed her journey to take care of him. It goes without saying that Athena was extremely happy to be with her beloved. However, she had to maintain a cold demeanor to avoid altering the past. But sometimes, fate cannot be avoided. This man from the past was even more wonderful than the cold-hearted one in the future. Who could resist the handsome demon? Day after day, their love grew deeper, but Athena still kept her true identity hidden.
You're all healed now, and it's time for me to leave to go far away.
But why? Minerva? Why wouldn't you tell me the reason?
I will return to you one day. I promise.
Knowing that she couldn't be stopped, the demon reluctantly let her go. But he was determined to help Athena one last time on their journey to find the cure.
Lucifer has many temples. He keeps the remedy you seek here. Be careful. Lucifer may have set traps or monsters inside.
There's the bottle! There's the bottle!
Of course, achieving their goal wouldn't be so easy. Lucifer had stationed a wicked sorceress to guard the temple.
Give it back!
The servant master pair tried to escape, but Alice understood it was impossible. You go ahead. I'll buy you some time.
But...
Go now! The sorceress seemed familiar to Athena, but she didn't pay attention. She had to quickly travel back to the future. However, Athena couldn't bear to leave her loved one behind. Unfortunately, a young girl like Athena was no match for the wicked sorceress, a henchwoman of the demon lord Lucifer. Sadly, our poor girl suffered a fatal blow and couldn't survive. With her last bit of strength, she desperately tried to send the medicine back to the future. Luckily, just before Athena faced danger, Alice woke up and defeated the sorceress. Athena couldn't believe that the sorceress was someone she knew. She was the same goddess from the past, who had her mind manipulated by Lucifer to become his servant.
I'm sorry. It's too late.
No, Minerva, don't leave me.
Minerva? That's it! Goddess, I give you Alice. Please, find Athena. Please, find Athena.
As you might have guessed, Minerva wasn't a stranger.
So I was... gone?
Athena hadn't left. Somehow, she had returned to the present time where Alice hadn't woken up yet. Without thinking, Athena hurriedly gave Alice the medicine that they had obtained after a painstaking effort from hundreds of years ago. The medicine not only healed Lucifer's magic, but also turned Alice into a human. Minerva? Now Athena realized that she was still trapped in Minerva's identity.
I was right.
From the very first time she saw Athena, the goddess knew she was Minerva. She had Alice pretended to be the deer to have an excuse to meet Athena. The goddess deliberately transformed Athena into Minerva.
I also cast a protection spell to send you back here when you were hit by my attack. I have repaid my debt to you. It's time for me to leave. Farewell.
So, Athena, it's you. I've loved you all this time, haven't I?
No, I loved you first.
And finally, Alice had a happy life with the person he had loved for hundreds of years. Do you believe in guardian angels? They are the ones who will be by your side, caring for and protecting you throughout your life. Please subscribe to WOA Fairy Tales to follow the story. Today was an important day for 3 apprentice angels named Riley, Nora, and Brooklyn.
Before you officially become guardian angels, you must care for Sasha, a recently departed soul. This is a very special soul, and her reincarnation process needs to go smoothly. Keep going.
The 3 angels couldn't understand why they needed all 3 of them to care for such a small soul. However, they were certain that the Archangel had a worthy reason for it.
What happened? Where am I?
Stay calm. You are in heaven, and we will help you through the reincarnation process.
Reincarnation? But...
In the evening before, Sasha was strolling when she got hit by a horse-drawn carriage running at a frightening speed. When she opened her eyes, she found herself in heaven. She couldn't accept that her life had ended so abruptly.
The scar on her face must be from that accident.
All three of them led Sasha to the Castle of Designation.
Huh?
This is your music box.
Huh?
Every soul needs to embrace their destiny and the limited time they have on Earth. After passing away, each soul is given a music box to reflect their life. Within 7 days, our responsibility is to help you compose that music by unfolding the story you narrate. If your music is beautiful, you will be reborn into a life of privilege. If it's ordinary, you will be an ordinary citizen. But if the music is discordant, you might become creatures of the lower realms. The Archangel will be the one to review your music. Is that so?
In the following days, despite the attentive care from the angels, Sasha remained silent and refused to speak. On the third day, Brooklyn had an idea. She created an illusion of Sasha's perfect life in the next incarnation.
Who knows, maybe you'll become a princess. Wouldn't that be nice?
The enthusiasm from the angels finally convinced Sasha to share her life story. She had a natural talent for music and pursued her passion, despite her mother's disapproval. At the age of 16, she shined when she performed for the king at the city's Grand Theatre. Later, her self-composed and performed music became famous everywhere. But Sasha regretted that she couldn't say goodbye to her mother before leaving this world.
This overwhelming sorrow has left me unable to share my own story.
Now I understand. I will compose a song for you.
Wait, something doesn't feel right. Look closely. These doves are the ones who lied during the creation of their music. Hence, they've been punished. If you lie, you might end up becoming one of these doves.
I'm telling the truth!
To verify her words, the three angels determined to conjure an illusion of the most crucial moment in Sasha's life. The time when she sang for the king and was asked to recreate that event.
It's too crowded.
Overcoming stage fright and the fear of crowds, she couldn't muster the courage to raise her voice in song.
I can't do it. I just can't.
I knew she was lying. Come on, we need to help Sasha complete the melody of her life with honesty.
On Sasha's side, she kept running and running, avoiding facing the truth about herself. She hid amidst a cluster of clouds, evading for 2 whole days. News of a runaway soul reached the ears of the Archangel.
Why did you let Sasha escape like that?
Sir, Sasha told a lie.
This is not good. Go quickly and find her. Otherwise, graduation is out of the question.
Mikey, a cherub who tends to doves, overheard their conversation. Looks like I'm getting a new dove soon. Off you go, find Sasha. By the 7th day, the flock of doves had located Sasha's hiding place. How long did you plan on running?
No, stay away!
Unintentionally, she stumbled upon a mirror of truth, forcing her to confront her most dreadful memories. Sasha's family were impoverished farmers. They discouraged her from including in lofty dreams, and instead urged her to find a stable job. Thus, they forbade her from singing. Nevertheless, Sasha rebelled against her mother's wishes and entered a music contest. There, she was terrified by the audience and the stern judges. Unable to sing, she discovered she suffered from stage fright. In a rush, Sasha tried to escape but tripped and gained a scar on her face. Afterward, Sasha's self-esteem plummeted. She retreated to a simple life, only daring to sing in the presence of close family. Throughout her life, her melody remained incomplete. Thanks to this mirror, I've learned the truth about you. From now on, you belong to my dove flock. Sasha lost all memories of her past life, blindly following Mikey. The trio of angels searched futilely for Sasha everywhere.
We might never graduate after all. Huh?
Then, when they saw Mikey with a new dove, the dove bore a scar on its face, just like Sasha.
Look, it seems Mikey has turned Sasha into that dove.
They temporarily used a control spell on Mikey and rescued Sasha just in time. However, Sasha now remembered nothing and couldn't speak anymore.
Our only choice is to take Sasha to the memory vault.
The memory vault contained every soul's recollections.
Gather around.
The three angels flew into an endless void. They diligently collected the shattered pieces of Sasha's memories and pieced them together into a complete painting. However, 3 radiant fragments flew automatically into the hands of Riley, Brooklyn, and Nora. It was as if these memories were meant for them alone, and they were plunged into past illusions. In a moment when Sasha was rejected at the singing contest, she visited a park and sang alone. Unbeknownst to Sasha, her soothing melody had consoled a crippled girl on her final day. Following a quarrel with her mother about her lack of talent, Sasha stumbled upon an abandoned cat and adopted it. She cared for the cat daily and sang to it. The cat fell ill and passed away, causing Sasha immense grief. Sasha had once helped a troubled child from an unhappy family. She would visit the child daily, singing to bring joy. But the child disappeared unexpectedly. Since then, Sasha shied away from making friends and lived in self-doubt.
So, we're the people Sasha helped in the past.
After all 3 passed away in their previous lives, they became angels due to their pure and virtuous souls. Yet, they had forgotten Sasha, who had comforted them with her singing in their final moments. This was the true reason why the Archangel wanted them to care for Sasha. Sasha regained her memories and returned to her former self.
I'm truly sorry, everyone. I've always been burdened by the meaningless life I've led, which made me unable to face the truth.
But your voice carried us through those dark days.
You have a gift. Just believe in yourself.
Finally, they succeeded in composing the perfect melody based on Sasha's life.
I'm ready now. Please listen.
However, the music abruptly stopped midway.
The reason this song can't continue is that Sasha is still alive. This was my plan to help you regain your confidence. Also, for the trio of angels to recognize their benefactor. From now on, you're officially guardians, protecting Sasha and humanity.
Sasha had the chance to live once more. One life was enough for her to live passionately with her dreams. In the end, she completed her magnificent melody. She knew that as long as she did good, there would always be guardian angels by her side, watching over her.